Shrek bought. Oh fuck.
I thought it'd be me that would fuck up immediately, but no. Welcome to Wicked Game. I'm your Dungeon Master, Lydia. Let me introduce the players today. We have Michelle, who's playing Agatha, the human wizard. We have Nikki, who is playing Sunny, the tiefling cleric. We have Tom playing Hiraeth, the Fey paladin. And we also have the incredible Wayne from Some Other Heroes playing Koji, the mystery. Who knows? We know nothing.
Who knows?
Who knows? If you are new here, welcome. Thank you for stopping by. Get comfy. We have a few short announcements and a wee little recap so you know what's going on. And then we're just going to jump right in.
You said we.
Where? If you are not new, hey buddy.
Hey pal.
Thanks for your time and attention. And I think we might have a good one for you today. It's going to be one end of that swinging pendulum of good and god fucking awful.
Don't talk about pendulums around me, please.
So get yourself a little drink and relax, settle in. Listen, I'm on brown, like I'm always on brown. If you're a mod, our dear, sweet mods who they get shoulder deep in that chat, so we don't have to. That's it. That's the image I've got. Thank you, Dom. Thank you. Just big special hug for you. Some of the heroes.
Sorry. Sorry. Hold on. In that analogy, is Wicked Game the cow with intestinal distress? So we're plunging on.
No.
Gotcha.
The other land and the
mods is the poor vet who's elbow deep.
You're making the mods do the work?
Yeah. That's how we do it. So some other heroes. Wayne, why don't you, rather than me, because I feel like what I'm bringing to the table right now wouldn't do some other heroes really any good. So why don't you chat to us a little bit about some other heroes?
Sure. You can watch Some Other Heroes, which is another live D&D stream every Sunday at 3 p.m. GMT, most Sundays anyway. You can find them at Wicked Game. Oh my god. You can find them at twitch.tv/someotherheroes.
Wonderful. Thank you so much.
Sure.
There's been a new character which was very fun to discover this week. Wonderful injection of energy and life and toe beans. And you can catch up as well on YouTube, just like you could catch up with our videos as well. It's the way we do things.
It's just the way we do things, Nikki.
It's the way we do things. I don't know how to make this segue, so I'm just going to plow on.
Just force through this introduction.
To be fair, we've been needlessly mean to you in this particular introduction. I apologize.
This particular one, yeah.
Just this one, yeah.
I've written this thing down, so I'm gonna absolutely say, but it's gonna feel jarring, right? But we do genuinely mean this very earnestly.
Oh fuck.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh god.
It's meant to be so throwaway and just lighthearted, not lighthearted, but like not deep and heavy or anything. But we just wanted to give everybody this little reminder that if you are having a tough time right now, for whatever reasons, there's a lot of reasons out there at the moment, but there are some great resources out there to help. And sometimes it feels like you know, it's too exhausting to go and do that because life is exhausting. But Wicked Game definitely always is fervently saying, reach out, it's worth it, I promise. So let me give you a little list of things that might help. Nikki's t-shirt, for one. Mermaids.org.uk have some incredibly wonderful forums and support where you can talk to people, whether you are trans or you think you might be, or if you are close to somebody who's experiencing either of those things. Additionally, Calm has a website called thecalmzone.net, which has resources and support and an incredible helpline for people living miserably, which we not only heartily say go and do if you need, but they were part of our charity week last year. So both of these sites also can lead you to other resources related to separate issues. So I go to either of those, and there's pages and pages for subject matters that you might need help with and resources for. We just highly recommend giving all of that a look if you're struggling, which is very understandable right now. There's a lot going on. All of that is quite intense, but we love and support our little community, and we're just going to always bugle our very fervent wish that people get help when and if they need it.
Yeah.
So
please do ask for help. I promise you people will miss you.
Yeah.
So with that said, and at the risk of giving everybody another round of subject whiplash, let's recap our funny little D&D game.
Our own little escapism. That's all it is. If you're having a tough time, sometimes you need a distraction, and sometimes it's a fun game of D&D.
Let's all escape to hell.
Place to feel emotions, so that's why a lot of us play D&D.
Sometimes you want to be a little orange guy.
Yeah.
Never.
Previously on the Divisia Sensus, our students have traveled across the Empire to this frightening, cursed land known as the Ayma Edifos, which translates to the blood in the sands. And in order to find the long-lost temple or clinic of the patron saint Kimber, they were introduced to the agent of the wastes, somebody who will guide them through this dangerous land, and their name is Koji. They rode across the desert on the back of kangaroo moose with duck feet until they got to an outpost that marks the end of the Empire and the beginning of the wastes, called Last Hope. Nikki, roll the thing.
Hi, Gigi.
In the heart of Maridia, looking over the glittering city of Solaraire, is the world's finest centre of learning, the Divisia Sensus. For centuries, this school has hosted the rich and influential and the greatest minds to have ever lived. Geniuses, leaders, holy figures, and legendary adventurers all had their start here. Though the school is built on old foundations, you won't find more advanced facilities for the arcane, alchemical, artistic, or academic, all behind powerful wards. The Divisia Sensus has the finest and most comfortable sanatorium in the known world. We pride ourselves on the care we give to those whose encounter with magic ended with a broken mind. Each year, we instruct students from far and wide in their chosen subjects and the rigours of life at the pinnacle of their field. There is no greater, safer, or more prestigious environment in which to receive an education. Lady Sophronia Epissimos, High Master of Divisia Sensus, welcomes you.
So, you've travelled and you've noticed in your travels that the sand beneath the feet of your mounts is darkening a little. Cloud cover is making things overcast. And you saw on the horizon this wooden structure, outpost, the last hope. And as you approach, these huge double doors were cranked open and you rode in with people up on what are these watchtowers, giving a little nod to Koji as he enters into what is essentially what you walk into is like a kind of courtyard area with a bonfire in the middle. To your left, there is like a stables and a couple of little, very basically built wooden houses, like attached to the edge of the structure. And to the right is rows and rows of, well, what you see is doors. So you can kind of walk up a little staircase and you've got a corridor that will lead to door. And you are instructed to stable your mounts and, relax. I think probably, Koji, it's the afternoon, so whilst day and night doesn't make tons of difference in Ayma Edifos, for the sake of not exhausting the people who've employed you, it might be an idea to set off first thing tomorrow.
So we are stay here tonight, yes?
Yeah. If that's what you suggest, yeah.
I think it's good. We rest. We maybe if you need anything, you can find someone here who has. Maybe if you need a potion or something, maybe. And then tomorrow we go. But a good rest tonight, and it's safe in here, so it's good to rest. Maybe no giant scorpion on the roof.
Yeah, again, I'm sorry about that. We should have seen it, but
It's
we
okay.
didn't.
We are here. We all live. Yes, it's good.
We do.
Yeah. But now,
We do.
It's good. So we rest here tonight, and then tomorrow we make our way, because it's going to be tough tomorrow. I told you it's not easy. So tonight we rest here.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Do we need to find rooms or pay for rooms or?
You don't. There's somebody who's sort of you're being left alone, basically left alone because Koji knows what's what. But there's somebody that's hovering nearby that can kind of help as well. That it's just it opens out the discussion to speak to a few people. And there's a red dragonborn there that also kind of instructs you a few things, just so that everyone's like. Anyone that's wandering off isn't going to miss information. They're just going to get it from somebody else. And they let you know that staying here is part of the fee that you pay the agent. They pay their
Cool.
dues. It's all kind of, it's essentially an empire.
It's like a club that Koji belongs to.
It's more like the empire provides this service to people moving through it. Because it benefits the empire. You get to see the people who are moving in and out of it, so they would want this here. Also, they let you know that they will keep your mounts for up to a year, or until they hear of your demise. And then they will, if they hear about your demise or if a year's up, then they'll just return them to, somebody in Kolar.
So
Or
a year, yeah.
A year.
Yeah.
Or they'll give them back to you when you return.
Yeah, which is definitely going to happen.
Yeah, exactly. Doesn't even have to be a year. It'll be like 2 weeks at
We're
most.
probably not going to be gone like a whole year. Like,
Well, no, that's what I said. Yeah,
That would be
we're not going to
crazy.
be going for a year. Who would go into
Koji,
the blood
no,
in the sands
time
for a year?
stuff going on, is there? Like, it's not like the Feywild where like you go in and come out and it's like different time or something.
No, it's not. It's not quite like that. There are these like pockets of corruption, and sometimes things are a little strange. But it's not like the Feywild. It's not. It's not like you lose lots of time. But time is. It feels different in Ayma Edifos because the light is the same all the time. So
Like a casino.
I do not go to casino, but
You don't see daylight. There's no way to know what time is. Like, you just sort of forget that it's going by.
Yeah, it's a bit like that. So you go till you feel you must rest, and then you rest. But you cannot sometimes not see the sun up and down. So, but it's not like you go for one day and it's 1 month outside, or it's not like the Feywild.
Koji said that it's not like the Feywild. I would like to incite that, please.
Yeah. Only singing from now on.
I got a 2.
We got
on
2.
my dice.
No.
So that'll be 7.
I do think, Koji's hard to read. I do think that the Dragonborn kind of hears that and says, like, yeah, there's no time shifts, but this place has a higher concentration, or by far a higher concentration of breaks in the veil to other areas. Not really the Feywild, but certainly layers of the Abyss and the Hells and the Shadowfell. So if you see a disturbance in the air and you have a patch that looks like you could step through it and it looks like a different place, just don't. Because certainly with the Shadowfell, you'll experience time warp. But sometimes very beneficial, but other times really ruinous.
Well, look, that's duly noted.
There are things to look for when we are out there. This kind of portal, or where the land is like crystal, like black and red, like shards of rock, and sometimes there is sort of red light and red, where you can see there is something coming from the ground. These are all places we stay away from.
Okay. Is this? I was going to ask. Is this like you said? There's pockets of corruption.
Mm-hmm.
Is that what that looks like?
Yep. It's
Right.
different.
Don't touch that stuff. You wouldn't.
Stay away from all of that. And because you can see the creatures also, it corrupts the creatures. You will see when we are there. There are monsters because the corruption is very bad.
Okay,
How many people have we seen pick up little bits and bobs, like cracked off the crystal, popped it in their pocket like it's a bloody souvenir, and then, they'll be dead in a week.
It's true. And it grows from their hands. And
Yeah.
Cool. So sorry, just that's just a little bit of fucking home game shit for us, but that's cool. Cool. That's why this is the reaction that Michelle and I are giving right now. But that's cool. Cool.
Fuck. You're walked up by these 2 agents to pick out like one of the rows and rows of little doors are very, very tiny, very, very cozy little room, like it's a cupboard with a cot in it, and so everybody gets their own one. There's like then a communal space that has like a tub to kind of fill with water if you want to clean the sand off, and toilets and so on. And they tell you to kind of like, refresh yourself and dump your things if you need. And there's a communal area where there'll be food for you, and where people tend to like lounge of an evening.
We can luxuriate in the fantastic and
is,
internally comfortable cot on the floor.
This 36-bed dormitory.
No, it's one bed per room. That is the luxury that you get here, is that you are not packed in like sardines. It's just that the walls will feel very close in because it's they
you
might
can
boast that you get a room to yourself, but that room is.
But you can have bath if you want, and can have food, so it's good.
I am quite hungry.
This is very nice.
I think we should quickly go to quickly see what's being sold here, grab some food, and then rest is priority. Koji, will it be better if we leave first thing tomorrow morning, or to get more daytime on our first step out?
Yes, like I say, it's difficult to tell, but I will make sure we move early and we make good ground. But everyone must rest first. So
Okay.
And Koji, just you said there were things that will attack. For those of us who can, use magic, is there anything in particular that we should prepare?
it's difficult. You know the story from Ayma Edifos, yes? You know why he's corrupt like this?
Yeah.
I mean, I read the crib notes, but
there is many things that come from the hells and from the abysses, and so there are lots of creatures that are from the dark. So maybe things that can help you with that. Otherwise, there are so many different things, and some of them will maybe prey on you in different ways if we get to that. But we try avoid. Yes, we stay away.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Only engage if we've got to have to.
Also, if things are close to us, if things come to us, you kill first. Yes. This is not a place for being nice. This is a place for kill first before it kills you.
okay.
All right.
Because it will kill you.
Like everything?
Yes.
There's a creature that lives out in the wastes that, well, my working theory is that they are somehow terrible mutations of the bottom half of somebody that died in the war. And what they look like is nasty little pumpkins on tiny little legs. And we have discovered people that have subdued using magic and thought, oh, look at this little pumpkin on legs, we'll make a pet out of it. And people generally die when you do that. There is no goodness to be found, there is no taming to be done. Kill everything that you come across here.
Right.
Because it will kill you. There is no question. What is here, it lives here because it is corrupt and because it kills other things.
Okay. I wanted to ask, are there any small flying creatures or anything? Basically, I like to bring Mr. Fay along, and I feel like a cat is quite obvious for scouting and stuff. So I was thinking like a bat, because bats are kind of cool.
Bats break through from the Shadowfell, yeah.
Okay,
Mostly
cool.
they're not actually bats, they're creatures disguised as bats. So you want to kill bats too.
What about methods?
But if you know it's your Mr.
Yeah, because he's got his little hat on and
He's
stuff.
got
So
top hat and tails.
yeah.
Yes, I don't think I've seen a bat with a top hat. I've seen bats with 2 or 3 heads and things, but not with a top hat. So we know it's your crazy bat, so we don't kill. Yes.
Yeah.
More heads, more hats.
That was profound.
I thought you were going to say more heads, more dead. What's your name, by the way?
Bill.
Sorry, do you have a family name or something? Or is it just Bill?
I don't have a family name, no.
You sort of got a mononym situation.
I'm just going to whisper to Sunny and just say, he has no family.
Well, thank you so much, Bill.
Stew will be hot in 35 minutes.
Thank you.
Stew is very good here. It's famous. It's different every week. Would depend on what they kill, but it's good.
We got snake today. No corruption whatsoever.
It's good. Yes, we're lucky. We're lucky. It's a good day.
Cool. I have never eaten snake. Not that kind.
They have the one. Okay, they have the one with the vegetables also, so it's okay.
That would be prefer. Like, I don't do this sort of like. I'm a vegan, so.
Bill, they don't eat the animal. They only eat the vegetable.
I would just eat vegetables if that's all you got. Like.
Well, we don't have any vegetables.
I've got rations.
You
have. Right.
You have the plants that you put with the stew. That's it's okay. Is a vegetable? No.
Fruit or plants or grains.
Fruit.
Or scallions.
That's.
There's no fruit here.
Oh, okay. That's fine. Don't worry about me. I'll sort myself out. Don't worry about me. I'm gonna pop down to the shop, and then.
Oh, there's no shop. There's no shop.
Is there like someone trading? Is there like a trading bit or like any supplies?
We've got a lost and found.
Can we have a look through the lost and found?
Yeah. I mean, sometimes there's stuff in there. We generally keep the potions and stuff for people coming in who are really, really desperate. But
okay.
But you have potions, yes? You bring with?
We've got loads of stuff. We don't need nothing. I thought I did. Okay. I maybe got maybe you had some sort of like goggles that let you see corruption in the air or something. But if you don't, that's fine.
That's a very good idea.
It's quite good.
Yeah, you should make that.
I tell you what we do have, which we give everybody. It's part of the deal that comes with Koji, and hands you a water skin, and it's explained to you that this water skin holds 30 days worth of water in it.
That's so helpful.
Don't drink anything. Don't drink a drop of anything.
Apart from water we bring.
Apart from water that you bring and anything out of the. Yeah.
Don't drink water we find in there.
What if? What if it's been 30 days, or this runs out?
And say your prayers.
Then we have to look for maybe someone traveling or traders, or maybe find someone if. But then we have to try our luck.
I mean, P is an option, right?
Or if we're desperate, I can sort us out, but it's just not going to be very tasty.
Nothing here is tasty. It's fine.
Right, but for other people, right?
He catches on quick.
He can't taste nothing because he's from somewhere else where everything tastes like fire and flames.
It doesn't. That's not.
But you taste the Sensus, yes?
Yeah. No, actually, to be fair, I tasted it. It had more taste than I was expecting it to.
See, he just need the strong stuff. He needs the good stuff.
But
right.
If we get desperate for food and water, I can do that. I can make that.
Would anyone else like a bath?
Together?
With you?
No, well, I mean, only if you want to. But
Edna looks to Sunny and
I mean, we haven't even been able to share a tent since we've been out here. So I'd rather just us spend some time together than a communal bath. Also, when I'm looking at it, and I don't even think I can stretch my legs.
Look, it's fine. It's fine. I was just asking. I wasn't really Koji, you're more than welcome to join.
No, I don't want to bath with you. Thank you. I'm good.
Good. Cool. I'm gonna go.
Why don't you ask? Oh no, Bill's doing the stew.
It's too late.
Why do you want to bath with someone?
I'm just gonna walk to the main house.
Go enjoy your
Koji's just going to look at Agatha and say, I see what you say. He's very single now, yes?
Yeah. I think it's hitting him harder than he's trying to let on.
I think maybe he's not hiding it that well.
No, he's not. And I'm just surprised at it all, I guess. I don't. Yeah.
He's
You
okay.
know, like, the thing that I think about is like, remember, she kind of sees Hiraeth, who's still within earshot, basically. He's gone up the stairs and is walking along like the like open corridor to try and pick up one of the rooms. And
You
she's
could just sort of see him kind of like looking really intensely at all of the wood and the.
just like remember for a second that like super hot, mysterious like playboy that turned up on the first day, and everybody was like, oh my god, like I saw a girl faint because he touched her hand. And then do you remember it was like the second night or something, and he just like, we were all having such a cool time, and he was like, oh, I just got to let off some steam or something, but you know, like his accent. And then he just like leant over to somebody and he gave them like a wink, and he just like nodded his head towards the door, and he pulled. Like that was all he ever needed to do. Like he was so fucking suave, and now he's like a bag of fucking spanners. Like who is this person?
Yeah.
I think Hayes' was maybe his first like relationship, and I think maybe subconsciously he was thinking about the fact that Hayes is like mortal and not like Fae, and maybe that was kind of way in, and like maybe he kind of rushed into like something long term, because it could be anything really.
Yeah.
But like if he's trying to go back to his old ways, I don't know that right here right now is the best time to start
I think maybe the
flying
like
his wares,
material,
if you know what I mean.
do you think like the material plane to Hiraeth is like the Ayma Edifos is to us? Like somehow there's a corruption in the material plane that's making him a fucking loser, and
Is it me? Have I corrupted him?
no, because you've got like a lot cooler.
Maybe I've taken his coolness. I am really cool now.
Like I thought you might have wet yourself on the first day when Hiraeth spoke to you, and I saw you roll your eyes at him the other day.
Yeah.
Like you got super cool.
I've taken his like Fey charm from him.
Yeah.
Maybe that's no, I'm not gonna say it. Yeah.
Were you going to say that maybe you're going to be the next queen of the
I wasn't, but maybe. Who knows? I was just a barmaid not so long ago, and look at me now.
Yeah. Anyway, super intrigued about what this snake stew is going to be like.
It will be ready soon. We go have some stew, yes?
Bath is so nice.
Sorry, Hiraeth, you can hear everything, yeah?
Yep.
Okay.
the Dragonborn like calls up and goes, you can warm the water up. You don't have to go cold.
Good. Thank you. I could have known that beforehand.
It's not how baths usually work. You put the warm water, no?
Right, do you want me to go make your bath for you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got it. Okay.
That's okay.
I think that was maybe Hiraeth's first attempt at trying to run a bath.
Yeah,
So-
yeah.
Wait, who's been running his baths in the cloister? Sonny, have you been running his baths in the cloister?
No,
Well,
I don't think so. Unless he's been using my bath water, but
Ooh, I like this bath oil. It's mangoes.
kind of filthy, but I like it. Right. You have your second bath, this one warm, and everybody else like pops their bags and stuff on
is
there.
current bath water holy water?
No, you've got to bless it. I mean, you can have a blessed bath if you want, but you dump your bags and you go to the little like communal hangout space, which is like a large room with well, I mean, there's the odd bit of furniture that seems to be sort of hastily made from scrap wood, and then there's like one sofa that's been that was probably broken when it arrived and has been fixed and fixed and fixed and fixed, and has just like one scrap of the old upholstery on it, but is basically just a wooden sofa with the odd like smelly moldy cushion on it. And there are some, there's a few agents there, chatting amongst themselves, chatting to Koji. There are people who are like, they're agents who are in between jobs, or they're taking a bit of money to like go into the wastes and scavenge a bit for stuff, or they're people who will be moving from outpost to outpost because they know there's a caravan going where they can pick up some work elsewhere to go to the Khotan Empire. For Koji, like all these people are basically people that you know through work. There's one person who's a bit newer to the job. They look super green. You don't know if they're going to make it, to be honest.
Koji just has a quick laugh with someone else and sort of exchanges some money as to whether they'll make it back.
Yeah. This is kind of this newbie, super keen, super like just that exuberance that doesn't tend to make it. Tiefling with like umber skin, and the chat. There's chat being exchanged, info about how the land is like shifting a little bit, and what to like look out for. You pick up, Koji, from some of the conversation that some of the agents have recently seen. It's not the first time that you've heard this, but people keep seeing this like huge monstrosity that is lumbering around. There's sightings of it around the wastes, and people's like working theory is that it's several of the sorrow-sworn creatures that live in the Ayma Edifos that have become somehow stuck together and like fused and become this absolute giant monstrosity that just lumbers around the landscape. Mostly people are just giving it a wide berth, not fighting it at all, because it's it's not overly fast, and so it's not too difficult to hide from. And yeah, I mean, that's kind of your evening, unless there's anything that you want to do.
Firstly, I want to get in on that bet and bet that tiefling will make it out.
Is that Michelle or Agatha?
How cheap put in it?
That's Michelle. That's fine. Agatha.
You can't Back to the Future to this shit.
I can. No. Agatha's just going to spend some time. She's going to open out her books and sort of catch up on homework. If any homework's come through, just write a longish letter to Kai that's like, I have a bit of a break so I can like tell you what's happened, where we are, all of that sort of stuff, and spend some time recasting Find Familiar so that Mr. Faye's a bat in a little top hat.
That is very, very sweet.
Can't echolocate at all, but
Does he still meow?
Yes. Yeah, your person, it's August, isn't it? The person that you
August,
gave.
yes.
Your Furbolg friend from your class has put in really quite good notes, and there's quite a lot of like homework that some of it is like, this is the official homework, but I'm going to do this because I feel like this is a really important thing to get memorized early on, and it sort of ignites in Agatha that thing of like, oh yeah, well, so am I.
I'll do it too. Yeah, all right. I'll do that and this. Actually.
And so there's a little bit of like back and forth as you see like the writing appear on like bloom onto the page, And it's nice because you're kind of doing homework together with August, and like you're not really getting to know August at all, but because it's very much just the work. But August is smart and has some really good insights into stuff and picks stuff up really quickly. So that's kind of fun.
Love that.
And you write, when you open up your book for Kai, you see that he's written in it. He's mainly talking about all of his brainstorming for the play that he wants to write. He's rabbit holing down that quite hard.
Okay. No, he's throwing himself into a project because his girlfriend's away. Yeah. Cool.
And he's really alone. Like, you got to remember, he's in a cloister all on his own. Like, he's sort of rattling around in that cloister, going, "Don't spiral and start drinking and be old Kai. Like, do something productive and creative. Write a play."
And then at the end of the play, the wizard has so many friends.
I think Agatha like writes some not fake tasks, so that's not it, but like I don't know, if he's writing about something to do with this play and he needs like help on something, or like he's like, "Oh, I just can't get this right," or like there's a musician and she's like, "Oh, you should like talk to Bing Bong. Bing Bong's great at that stuff," or like, "Oh, you should maybe go like sit in the apnea and like just people watch, like that'll inspire you."
Yeah.
Like, I'm trying to like
a book in a public place.
he'd love it for the aesthetic, but also like I'm trying to get you out of that cloister. And yeah, I don't know if it's weird to say like you can stay in my room if you want, but
that's not weird. It's not that bad, is it? Tom, you're laughing like it is.
No, it's not. I just like the image that I've created in my mind for him is him just like hugging one of your dresses, crying himself to sleep. But
it's
He's
going
probably
from
more likely to hang out with Pluto and the people from his year, but like, let's just...
That's what I meant. Yeah. I thought Pluto and Bing Bong are there, like, if you know.
No, I'm going to stay in Agatha's bed. No, it's cool. It's totally fine. She said I could.
Yeah, like, that's the other thing. They might be like, "That's weird, don't stay in her room."
What are you doing in Agatha's room?
Yeah, exactly. Or they might be like, "Finally, we have like the first year's out, we have the cloister to ourselves," and then Kai's coming in like, "You got me."
Nice. You've given him extra homework to go and like research areas that he might set his play in and stuff like that.
Agatha's love language.
Yeah.
Giving him extra homework.
Nice.
I
Anything
think
else?
Sunny's going to do something more important than homework, and towards the end of dinner is going to sneak away with Pnevma and just spend the evening in the little room by themselves.
Yeah. Bit of good quality time.
Yeah.
Just chatting, yeah?
Yeah, just chat.
She admits, after a bit of time, that she's actually kind of scared.
I
The
mean-
last time she was in Ayma Edifos was a really, really frightening time for her, and she's been kind of quiet on the way here and this evening, and she's trying to be brave. She's a bit scared. Remembering.
It's it makes total sense, and like being scared and doing it anyway is like, you can't be brave unless you're scared, because like if you're like not scared enough, and then you're not brave. So like, I'm gonna be there, your friends are gonna be there, and if you need to talk to someone, we can talk. And if you are just like, if you're worried but you don't want to say anything out loud, if you give me a look, I will like send you a message, and you can like just tell me, like, I'm always there. I'm gonna be right by your side, and I'm gonna make sure nothing happens.
I don't think that anything will like happen. I just think like thinking about, I'm thinking about Mama a lot, Mama, and
Do you wanna say something to her before we go in? I can send her a message.
No, I think if she knows I told her, I told her where we were going, and I gave her like an itinerary and stuff.
Yeah.
But I think if she knows every step, she'll worry a bit more. So I'm gonna kind of keep it light and loose with the info.
No, same.
Yeah.
No, I totally get it. Look, I get it, and like I'm here, and like, you know, I know.
It's totally fine. It's just that thing of like, you know, just reminds you, doesn't it? Just reminds you.
It's real spooky, and like, you know, I'm a bit scared. Like, I think everything's gonna be okay, but like, you know, I don't know what's in there. You know?
Yeah, I think we'd be fucking idiots not to be scared, right?
Exactly. You know, I know.
We're not gonna win the Golden Griffin Cup by doing something that's not scary.
Exactly. Like and like, you know, stepping into the unknown. You know, doing something that's not been done. You know, these are all incredible things, right? And like, these are the ways that we can prove that, you know, that you're the best, you know, sneak student that school's ever had, and like all of those incredible things that we all know. We all just know. But we need to do something, you know, really incredible.
Yeah, what do you think is going to be at the like ruins of the clinic when we get there?
Do you know what? If I was just to take a guess, I reckon there's going to be. I reckon, Kimber's dad, you know, grew to regret what they did in their old age and went to seek them out, and they got corrupted, and like the manifestation of their regret exists there in that tomb, and has taken that like clinic as like their final unresting place.
Oh my god, do you think we're gonna get to kill like the spirit of her father? Because that would be
Maybe
extremely cathartic right
or it
now.
could just be like slugs. No. Could be slugs, could be the manifestation of the never resting soul of you know, Kimber's regretful father.
Yeah, from that book though, I don't think he regrets anything. He sounds like
No, maybe not. I was thinking like, what's the most like twisted like thing that I would imagine?
It's the worst thing, and
Yeah.
then it'll probably be better. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you know, not to be totally materialistic, but I sort of hope that we find some of her old things.
I think if we do, they're going to be like so magic,
They're gonna be so fucking.
and like you know, it's the sort of stuff people used to start like whole religions, but it's the sort of thing that can like start a new clinic. You know,
Yeah.
like it could
Yeah. You know what though? Did Miss Philos give you any like advice about just taking that shit? Because
She got to be careful.
if there was like a
because they
big war for this bit of land, like going in there and doing like putting a Bicoridian flag in this place and going,
Which
oh,
is-
we found it, it's ours.
So
but
we're
like,
not. No, that's a big. I think it's hard, right? Because it's all really easy to say. Well, Kimber said I could have it, but then they're like, well, you know, your gods aren't better than our gods, and then oh no, new war, and then, like
Yeah, I know.
You know, we don't want to make them more blood in the sands, you know.
we don't want to
like-
burn more blood in the sand. And that's what we don't want to make a name for ourselves because we were the people that started
That's a bad
the
name.
war.
Yeah, I think if we're careful and respectful, like ultimately, like we're not staking a claim to that land. We're, you know, retrieving artifacts of, you know, my patron, and I think, you know, we can do that. But we just need to be careful because, you know, you can say whatever and people will take it all sorts of ways. You know, it happens all the time.
If Khotan wants to like have a clinic as well,
I'd be okay
I
with
mean,
that.
maybe that would be really cool. Like, imagine going to the Khotan Empire and being like, "This is for everybody."
What if we found like two and we put one in Khotan and one in Moraridia, and then it would be like, you know, the bridge,
We could just live off smug forever if we did that.
right? Might even solve it all.
Mm.
Probably would, but like, you know, I don't know what I'm gonna find, and maybe we don't find nothing but evidence that it was there,
Mm.
but you know,
At the very, very least, it's a total badass pilgrimage, and at the very, very best,
Save the
we're
world.
like creating everlasting world peace.
So shoot for the moon.
Maybe now I'm just thinking about shooting at the moon.
Are you like? I don't want to bring it up, but like I know you're nervous and stuff, and obviously last time you were there is for the reason.
Hmm.
Are you worried about like your dad and like his people or something knocking about?
No, I doubt it because there was like when we got in and we like hid for a bit, and then we felt like time had passed, and we like secretly made our way back to the palace because Mama has like connections to the imperial courtesan school, and so we got like actually an imperial like decree saying he's not to like fuck with this or like step foot in the fucking empire. So we've got Julian II on our back, and
you've got me.
Euphoria and Sunny. So
We're just two guys with horns who don't want nothing bad to happen to you. So sort of like equal kind of
same thing.
Same thing, really. Like
Yeah, same thing basically. I wonder if it's going to be hard to sleep out there. We should get a really good night's sleep today because it's the last time we're going to be in bed, isn't it? So
let's do that.
Anything else?
Yeah, just a couple of little things. I think it's wonderful that I went last because I can do this now. I think like after dinner, sort of everyone goes their separate ways, and I'm sort of sat at the table still, just sort of thinking, and I look over to where Agatha is, like reading and writing in her book with that sort of love-struck smile, and I kind of go, yeah, maybe not. Like peeking over one of the pages, it's like, oh, that's far too anatomically accurate for my liking. I'm gonna, and I sort of like pop upstairs, see if there's anyone upstairs to sort of like spend some time with and hear what's happening on the other side of the door, and kind of go, right, okay, not there either. Okay, cool. And I go back to my room and take out the stone that I've brought with me, and just leave a very simple message and say, hey all, I just wanted to say I miss you, and we're doing something quite dangerous over the next couple of weeks, and obviously I'm gonna make it back, but I just wanted to say I love you. Okay, I guess that's it. And I think like for want of literally anything better to do, I'm gonna sort of take a sort of piece of ground, like in the sort of like clearing between the kind of the buildings, and I'm just gonna start going through my movements and just not poo. I'm just gonna
Ruling
start
through your bowel movements.
just gonna start going from position 1 to position 2 to position 3, and like getting faster and faster with my glaive, and sort of like and more kind of prone, and actually like as I'm working, gorgeous sort of sheen of sweat, but more importantly, actually it's kind of like it's getting back to those days before, when all I really wanted to do was protect and serve the Lord Mater, and kind of it's just ablating the thoughts that are running through my head, and I'm just going to do that for a while, and that's, and sorry, I've just going to reply.
I think Koji is just going to disappear to sort of the side and kind of go through his usual sort of evening ritual of just putting out little kind of like blanket thing and taking his little drink of warm lumpy milk and just kind of going through that little ritual that they've seen him do a few times and just doing that quietly on his own.
Yeah, there's not a bad atmosphere. Sometimes you come to these outposts and the atmosphere is not great because you will have lost people or like there's not enough people there. But the watchtowers are well populated, and so occasionally, like, and you guys are very aware of this, every now and again you sort of hear the multiple thwipping noises, that is arrows being loosed on creatures that get anywhere near the border or get anywhere near the outpost. But you know, this is a well-functioning outpost. It's well stocked with good agents, whether they're new or not, and so you know that like communal common room area actually has a fairly good vibe. Like they've got a bottle open and you know, the chat's flowing a little bit, and so you enjoy your little ritual, spend some time with the agents, and if that is everything, then we long rest.
Yeah.
Wake the next day, getting ready fairly early. You know, you're already starting to realize that your body clock is waking you up at a certain time, but when you step outside, it looks very similar to when you went into bed, just because cloud cover. And those big wooden gates, like 30-foot tall, are laboriously like rolled open for you to leave. And without your mounts, but with your equipment on your back, you step out into the Ayma Edifos. That ground underfoot, still sandy, you know, there's not like a big actual line where the land feels really different. It's just, it's still sandy, but it is that red color. And you can see off in the distance rock formations. You see that the sky is getting darker and redder. And you see these jutting structures of dark rock off in the distance. And you begin to walk. There's no real paths here. There's no roads to follow. You're just following Koji. So let's have a advantage survival check for Koji.
Okay.
And anyone who's like checking his work can do their own survival checks for due diligence.
I just don't think there's any point, you know, for Hiraeth.
22.
22.
And
Yeah.
I'm not checking Koji's work, but I'm just keeping an eye on the compass. I'm just kind of keeping my bearings as to where the last hope is from where we're going.
Yeah. Why don't you looking at that compass? It's like really wobbly. Like you're really starting to feel like your hand has got a tremor, and then you like lay it on the top of Pnevma's like hand to like steady it, and the needle is like
Oh shit! Cool. Good to know.
Tell you what, I think I'll be like, I'm going fully into kind of, you know, protection mode, and I'm just gonna keep an eye on the environment around me. Not
perception.
Not checking work, just doing a different roll. If that was a fucking nat 20. It was a nat 20.
Nice.
There's a dog. And
Dog, hot dog.
You look out you see, as you're like walking, you see how quickly this stops being the desert and becomes this land. Like it quickly becomes firmer underfoot. And I think with that perception check, here's some of the things that you discover. You can see Koji purposefully pulling you away from, like there's one time where you sort of see in the distance this like dark vine that is like wrapped around this jutting stone structure, and Koji like keeps, orbits it at a safe distance, and you start to see bones, and there are remnants of long dead, dried out bodies tossed on throughout this landscape. And you do see things that move very quickly.
Yeah.
And like dash from behind one stone to another.
I think as soon as I see the first like flicker of movement, the glaive is out, just not kind of in full offense mode, but just ready and yeah,
cool. Nice. Can everyone please roll a d6?
Oh no.
3.
I think as we're walking, Koji's just going to keep kind of checking back with everyone, going, so, everybody okay? Yes? It's all okay? Okay, we
So
stay
far-
close. We stay close, yes?
Yeah.
Okay.
Agatha's been watching Koji like the whole time, like to try and imitate whatever Koji's doing. Stay safe.
Agatha ends up walking like this.
Yeah. It keeps me safe, right?
5, 3, 4. Wait. 5, 3, 4. Yeah. Agatha,
Oh no.
can you for me please roll a d8?
Okay.
8% people.
4.
Oh. Okay. You you are walking and Cody, what's your passive perception?
It is 14.
15.
Everyone else is 15, I think.
Dean.
You see, you have been spotted. You see from behind a rock, a head lift up, and you just see the glisten of 2 dark eyes look at you. And then from another stone, another head raises, and 2 black glistening eyes see you. Koji, you would know. This has got to be an attack. If they've seen you, they're close enough now. They're 20 feet away. You've got to dispatch these guys pretty quickly now. And as you're having that thought, these webbed hands pull up over the top of the rocks they were hiding behind. And these long, thin legs also wrap themselves up. And this huge mouth opens and just screams and then gallops towards you as these terribly thin, long, you can see the rib cage, and there's this spiny head and just this enormous mouth that is chattering down, trying to get hold of the things that it can see in front of it.
Everyone get close.
Let's go into initiative, if you wouldn't mind.
Oh, no.
Ay. I forgot how fucking horrific this place was.
Yeah. I'm having
wasn't
trauma for 2 characters at once, which is
Yeah.
stressful.
Yep. That was a solid 10.
17.
One moment, just give me a second to nope.
Oh wait, I'll write them down. Sunny 17, Hiraeth.
10.
I'm just going to pop you on the battle maps if you can like put yourself where you reasonably think you might be.
Yep. I think I would have. I think it's safe to say that I would have probably pushed myself fairly close to the front of the pack.
Damn it.
Koji, what did you get?
I got. Hang on, just check my thing. I got 16.
Amazing. Do you want me to keep?
Fuck you doing?
I mean, that feels about right.
H1 is initiative 8, and H2 is at 18, and Pnevma is at 22.
Oof.
Amazing. Is that everything?
Yes.
Cool.
For now.
Okay, we've got Pnevma up front, and then H2 followed by Sunny. Followed by Koji and Mr. Faye. He's going for us. Then it's Hiraeth, Agatha, and H1.
H1.
Cool. All right.
Lydia, would Koji know anything about these things apart from that we need to fight them?
Yeah, you'd know that they are they sustain themselves by constantly feeding on anything around them. Their hunger is never satiated.
Perfect.
Cool.
Okay.
Cool.
So Koji will just say, after Hiraeth has yelled for everyone to kind of get close, he's just going to say, don't try not let them touch you. They feed on everything, so don't let them touch you. Keep them away. Don't wait till they get close. Yes.
Okay.
Okay, I'm just going to quickly label
Sunny.
2. All right, so number 1. No, it's Pnevma first.
Never first.
Always Pnevma first.
Always. Always.
Pnevma's gonna.
Gross.
She's not actually in a square. We've got a lot of people who aren't in squares here. I know the squares aren't easy to see.
I thought it'd be fun, Lydia. God, just.
All right, Pnevma's gonna go.
Oh my God! Will you stop?
They're in squares now.
Pnevma's gonna move there, and she's going to she's gonna use her bow.
Come on, Pnevma.
No, it's not a great start. It misses.
Rats.
You can kind of see her hands shaking a little bit as she's like drawing that string back, and it just affects her. But then she just like lowers the bow and goes, "Come on, fucking get shit together, woman!" And uses the rest of her movement to, I think, go like here. No, she can hide. I can give her a hide.
Mm-hmm.
Hide behind that skinny ass dead tree.
Hey, she's a rogue. She can hide in a bloody shadow.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. Next up, this creature. comes, like sees you guys, and just with its like mouth moving, snapping shut and open. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Can only move. Oh, it can. Okay, it will dash. What's the rest of its movement to get here?
Oh, fuck.
Oh, I see.
Sunny,
Yeah?
you'll go.
Oh. Well, this prick's just got real near. So that's changed what I was going to do. Let's go.
Ailing at you with its like webbed
Yeah,
fingers.
they've got to keep this shit far away, right? Sonny is going to grab his new medallion, and close his eyes, and then like a little like sunlight butterfly is going to come out of it, and then another, and then all of a sudden there is a 15-foot radius sphere of just sunlight butterflies around, as he casts Spirit Guardians, which is a 3rd level spell, and I designate all of my friends to be safe, including
That's kind.
Mr. Fay.
Thank you.
And then that is my action, and as my bonus action, I'm going to take in a deep breath, still holding onto the medallion, and as I exhale, I'm going to open my eyes, be really alert, and I'm using my key point to kind of use patient defense as my new feat. So,
Nice.
Spirit Guardians and patient defense for all of you mechanics nerds out there. That is my turn. Because if I move, it's going to hit me.
Cool, Koji.
I think Koji is trying to keep eyes on sort of both of these things at once, but will turn and move around. Oops, hang on. Gotta grab it.
Don't go out of the butterflies.
No, I'm just moving around you. And as long as I can get a shot, and he is literally just going to move right round. As soon as he's got a shot, he's going to Eldritch Blast at this thing.
What does your Eldritch Blast look like?
So, Koji's Eldritch Blast almost looks like something is starting to burn through his hand. It's a deep, dark red, and then it's almost a beam of black that bursts from his hand, surrounded by kind of wisps of red smoke. And as he does so, you also see that it's almost like that sort of weird red glow around him that you'd seen before starts to get visibly brighter, and these kind of wisps of black and red smoke kind of almost emanate from him. And he's going to attack with Eldritch Blast for 22 to hit.
Yeah.
Get hit.
So that's the first one, and that is going to be oh yeah, that's going to be 15 points of damage.
Nice.
Force damage. And then for the second Eldritch Blast, because he has 2, that's not so great. That's going to be a 12 to hit.
No. Misses.
Okay. And that is going to be his action. Let me just check bonus action. Yeah, I think actually, no, that's fine. I'll stay as is.
Okay, cool.
Nice.
Am I right in thinking it's Mr. Fay?
It is.
Put a little bat wing out there for him.
Thank you. He's gonna swing around here. Actually, 1, 2. He's gonna sweep around here. There you go. Just sweep right behind Sunny, and give the help action to whoever hits this one next. So they'll have advantage.
Nice.
And that's all he's going to do.
Okay, Hiraeth, Agatha, you're on deck.
Cool. I think Hiraeth has sort of seen that we're split up, and is gonna sort of have a little think, and he's thinking about protection, and he's thinking about protecting his friends, and so he kind of closes his eyes for a couple of seconds, and when he does, his eyes glow, and that sort of same glow you can see just emanating slightly from the shoulders of Sunny, Agatha, and Pnevma, almost like a mantle, like a fey sort of like pauldrons kind of thing. It's just fucking bless, but that's the
Nice.
action. I've never done it before. I figured I might as well give it a bit of spice. And he's gonna sort of back up to here, and just kind of, again, much like Koji, he's just gonna be sort of like looking between the two of these horrible monsters, with his glaive at the ready.
All right, Agatha.
Beautiful. Agatha's just going to take like one step back, like scared of this thing, and she's going to whip round and from her ring cracking over her knuckles and in her hand, there's going to be this bolt of lightning that she's going to shoot out.
Just before you do that, it's going to take a with its extra long arm, it's going to take a reaction to just try and get you as you step back.
Oh, you fucker.
That is a 22 to hit.
I'm a wizard, it's gonna hit.
As it claws you.
I think you can do your thing, but as a reaction, as I see the claw, I just sort of like reach out a hand and just sort of like yank Agatha back, as a reaction for my interception.
Say that. I'm so sorry.
My interception reaction. You sort of yank Agatha back by the collar, reducing the damage slightly.
Okay. Well, the damage is 9 slashing as this large hand whips out, and you are medium, so you are grappled.
Oh my god, this old rodeo.
So it reduces the damage completely.
Completely.
I rolled.
You take no
completely.
damage. Those the way that you smack at that hand gives it a slightly less good grip, and then the claws don't sink into Agatha, but she is in there.
Like a child reaching for sweeties. No!
That is a really good example, because Agatha is the sweetie to this.
Isn't she though? This evil child, yes.
You're grappled.
I'm grappled.
But you can continue now with the rest of your go.
Thank you. So because I'm attacking, I believe I have advantage, right?
Mm-hmm.
So let's.
Why?
Because
Mr. Fey.
Mr. Fey.
Ah, right.
I'm doing this at second level, by the way. Second level witch bolt.
Heck yeah.
Oh, I rolled 2 16s on the dice, so that is +7, so 23 to hit.
Hit.
Bam.
And then 16 points of lightning damage.
Wowzer.
And I think what she's done actually is, because it shoots out, she's actually grabbed onto that arm as well, and all of that lightning is running up its arm because it stays connected.
Nice.
Yeah, that mouth is opening in pain, and that magic is roiling round it as it screams out in pain. And now it is the other one's go.
It is, although someone no. I still have a bonus action, right?
Yeah.
Goodness, I'm so sorry. I just remembered I have extra things. And I can't remember what it is. They've gone.
If it's
Can I-
disengaged, that's great.
Well, that's what I was gonna do.
Disengaging
Yeah.
out of a grapple.
I can't disengage. I was seeing if I could
Or
dodge,
is that not
which
something
I
you
can't.
could do?
That's all. I was seeing I can disengage, dash, or hide, but there's
Cool.
no point in doing any of those. So I'm not doing anything.
Okay.
So I was just trying to find my thing.
I have only ever played a rogue once.
Yeah.
Yeah, disengaging is like stepping away but making sure you're dodging out of the way of their attacks, rather than just going, please don't touch me,
Yeah.
when somebody's got their hands on you.
That's
all
my
right.
turn, yeah.
Cool. This other hungry chap.
Hungry boy. Lydia,
Yeah.
is that creature coming from the crowd of people?
No.
Why not?
Because that one's already had its go. This is the other one now.
Number one?
Yeah.
Is it not coming to the crowd of people, I said?
Oh, coming to. Yeah. Yeah.
And
yeah.
when it gets to here, it needs to make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
For my spiritual guardians.
Yeah.
All right.
The only reason that matters is because it halves their movement if they fail.
It's an 18. Does it succeed?
Oh yeah. Do they take half damage?
I don't know. I think it's like one of those short bus ones, right?
Oh no! Affected creature, i.e. these creepy bastards, speed is halved regardless. And when it enters the for the first time on a turn, or starts its turn there, it must make a wisdom saving throw. On a successful fave, the creature takes half as much damage. So yeah. So it's half of the 3d8 radiant, but its movement was halved when it got to that square.
Sorry, its movement was hard even though it succeeded.
Yep, the movement half happens before the thingy. And that
you
is
move slowly through it anyway. No matter what.
18 radiant damage. Halved to 9.
Wow.
Fine.
It's a level 3 spell, guys.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
But yeah, so the movement was halved as of the I imagine it probably got there still, but I love spirit.
Okay.
Sparkly butterflies.
Sparkly.
Hiraeth.
They're like butterflies made of sunlight.
23
Hola.
hits, yeah?
Sorry, what?
23 hits, yeah?
No. Yeah, of course it fucking does.
You monkey around with me, young man. Okay, you take 12 piercing,
Cool.
4 necrotic,
Cool.
as its jaws like chunks down
Chunks.
on the arm that you have that's holding your glaive, and then as it does that, it goes to slash you as well.
Cool.
That's one of the bad rolls, so that's only 14.
That's not going to hit.
It's not going to hit. Cool. It does not hurt you, and it does not get hold of you as you just intercept it and push that hand away.
Yeah. I feel like I just sort of like palm its face off my arm unless it grapples me there.
Not today. So, back to the top of the round. Pnevma.
Go on then. Kill it.
Pnevma dashes forward, putting her bow away, getting out her short sword, and attacks with her short sword. And it hits. And doing absolutely bags of damage. And as she does it, she's slashing at it with her short sword, but her arm comes up behind, and you see these like dark grey blades form from in between her fingers, and it looks like she just flicks them, and one goes to the one that she's fighting, and the other one soars over the top of her head to the other one.
Nice.
Very cool.
Hell yeah.
Deborah's cool.
Yeah. She's a babe.
Okay. Okay, cool. she's like, yeah, I've got it now. And she's going to use, that's her bonus action use, so she's going to stay there. She can't disengage. So she's going to stay there.
Cool.
Now it is the other one that's got Agatha.
Yeah.
It needs to make a wisdom saving throw at the beginning of its turn.
16.
Fails with my new amulet.
Yes.
18 points of radiant damage.
Ooh, lovely.
Yeah.
Cool.
As it gets bitten by little sunlight butterflies.
Nibbled by butterflies.
I mean, they drink blood.
It's got Agatha, and those like butterflies are like pulling and yanking at it as it's like giving tiny little cuts with their little beautiful little wings. But it's got hold of Agatha and steps towards her and is gonna keep stepping towards her.
Nah, you're all right, thanks. You good?
No.
And is going to attempt to bite her as its jaws like wrench open and try to chomp.
I've already used my reaction.
Reaction
Sorry.
shield.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I rolled a natural 20
That's
for 25.
okay. My reaction is my shield, but that also pops my abjuration ward.
Good stuff.
Beautiful.
Nice.
So, although shield
Let's
does
do
very little, it allows that.
Sorry, I'm just trying to work out.
Hey, it's chill. It's chill.
Yeah,
This is
It's
this is
alright.
the first battle since maybe like episode 12.
Yeah.
So, you know, it's
Never
chill.
fight.
You
Okay.
mean apart from the 300 wear badges?
Oh shit, yeah, there was
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
That wasn't a battle though. That was more of a massacre.
Massacre,
Like
yes, that's
that
true.
was, you know.
18 piercing damage.
18?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. My arcane ward comes up and goes down.
And then you feel like this terrible sense of all your vitality being drained out of you, as it's almost like it's drinking from you as it bites down on you, and you additionally take what is that? That's like 15 psychic damage.
Holy
necrotic damage.
I just take it.
I'm afraid you just got to take it.
Good lord. Good job I did shield, by the way.
Yeah.
Christ.
And I would say it's then got its second attack.
yeah, good.
Oh, okay.
And
Remember,
you
you
are
do still have shield.
Yes.
You are still very tasty. Oh, it misses though, which is the good news. And the thing that I'll say about that, no, because it's got you in one hand and it was going to grab you with the other, so you're not double grappled.
Oh my god.
I'm just gonna roll my con save. So what have I got to beat there? I've got to beat a 10, right?
Mm-hmm.
Don't forget, you're next to Hiraeth.
Yeah, so you get +5. I'm really sorry, I completely forgot to do a con save, so I probably should do that as well.
Roll that.
Okay. I'm good. I'm good.
Sunny, you're on deck.
As in, it's
Oh,
my turn
no.
now, or
It's
Sorry.
coming up to, I think.
Right.
It's done its movement. It's done its 2 attacks.
It's done enough, Lydia.
Yeah, I think it's fine. I think we can move on now.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
still good as well. You all still have bless.
please,
All right, Sunny and Koji, you're on deck.
Sunny. Yesterday my life was filled with roll. I'm going to. I can't hit the one right next to me. But I'm going to Sacred Flame H1.
That's my favourite steps. Member.
Can I have a dexterity saving throw, please?
Time's been rough since steps broke up. Dexterity saving throw.
Yes, please.
That's 11. 11.
Then you take 13 radiant damage as like a sunbeam just like pooh, and gets you.
Jesus, don't want me for a sunbeam.
Sure. I don't know that song. And then I'm going to. How are people doing? I got a healing word, Agatha.
Oh, thank you.
Just the level 1.
Just the one, dear.
As you heal Agatha, both of the beasts standing like either side of her, they almost like respond to that healing and get like quite frenzied at the like feel of somebody's like body repairing itself, like it's more for them to eat.
Is this necrotic thing on Agatha like a magical thing? I don't know. Is there an effect on Agatha? Because I have Spellbreaker, and if she's under the case of any effects, they end. Cool, that's fine. 7 healing, Agatha.
Thank you very much.
That's my turn.
Oh, Hoji, Mr. Fay, you're on deck.
Okay. For my bonus action, I am going to look at H1 and just say, "Oh, come on, we just got here." And then I'm going to cast Hex on H1.
Okay.
Lovely.
And then I am going to move towards it. If I can grab that token. Move towards it. There we go. And Koji draws a sword from alongside his belt, which is a kind of slightly curved, fairly plain-looking blade, which has a black sort of creature head of some sort as a handle. And I'm going to take an attack on that one immediately.
Oh, hell yeah.
With a 22.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Okay. And that is, learning new damage. Oh, fuck. Okay, so that is a 14 damage. Oh, no, no, that's right, 14 damage, plus... as I do that, you see those kind of black tendrils that you saw before, the wispy smoke, almost kind of come off the blade and seep into the creature in front of me. And it takes an additional 3 points of damage as it kind of squeals with pain, although you can't really see the damage. And then I'm going to use my second action, my second attack rather, to do the same thing with the same blade.
Heck yeah, you are.
Not the first time.
That is a 21 to hit.
Very good.
And that is
Koji's so cool.
Whoops. And that is 13 points of damage, of slashing damage, plus an additional 6 points of psychic damage.
Incredible amount of damage. This creature that was flailing at Hiraeth before and got like slashed at by Pnevma has now been just ripped to shreds by you and is screaming and like clutching at its own head as that enormous mouth just screams up into the sky. Beautiful. Is that your full go? Got anything else that you want to pop
that's
out?
it. And I will stay where I am.
It's a great turn.
It was a faultless turn. Mr. Fay, Hiraeth, you're on deck.
He's flying round. He's given advantage to whoever hits H2. And
Cool.
then it's Hiraeth.
Fantastic. So yeah, Hiraeth sort of looks down at the shoulder that is kind of dribbling blood, kind of growls and turns round to the one that is grappling Agatha still, and swings the glaive down towards it for 9 on the dice. So not amazing. But that turns into a 17.
17 hits.
Nice.
17 hits. Sick.
You're going for H1.
I've just realised I didn't do the thing that Michelle expressly told me to do, which is advantage. Hold on.
Yeah, right.
It was
right.
H2.
I mean,
And it's
H2.
H2.
He's hitting H2.
And it's H2. Sorry. That's 18 to hit instead. D10. That is not great. It's 8 points of damage on the first hit. He sort of like goes down on the arm, and it doesn't it doesn't go clean through, and he kind of like curses slightly under his breath, and goes for a second hit. Is this second hit also with advantage? If it's still the attack action?
No, help action is it's just once.
Cool.
Yeah. It's just like, yeah.
It's all good.
The next attack. Yeah.
That's a 25 to hit.
A hit.
Second level divine smite. Is this creature a fiend or an undead?
No.
Thick. So that is 3d8 plus 1d10. Fucking full damage on the d10. So that's can someone count for me? Can someone help
Got 10.
count?
I got 10.
So 15 plus 6, 21 plus 4, 25, thank you, plus 1. So 26 points of damage on the
Oof.
Oh yeah.
and some of it's radiant if that matters.
Yeah, this time you like slash through and you just see some of that fey radiance like rip parts of its skin off as the glaive like glances through. Incredible work. Right. Agatha, it's you.
Yes.
Hunger number 1, you're on deck.
Okay, first up, that is 8 points of damage to this one in front of me because I've still got the witch bolt going.
Bitch roll.
Now, can I interesting question, can I cast a spell as a bonus action? Because witch bolt is technically a spell, but I cast it last round.
Yeah.
It's a concentration thing.
You're not casting the spell Witch Bolt, you're activating
You're holding it.
Yeah.
I'm holding it. Cool. Then I'm gonna Misty Step as let me describe as Tom brilliantly did as well. Agatha she's looking okay. She's in a lot of shock, and like I imagine there's some of like that necrotic like ichor like crawling up her neck and stuff, and like you can see where there was like quite a nasty wound that is like being healed by butterflies. And she just managed to hold on to this witch bolt, and she bams out and bams here, the other side of her friends, and that lightning re-arcs back.
Wait a minute. Oh yeah, because you just misty stepped. So the creature that had hold of you just like
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
Nice.
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 Love it. All right, so that's action. Right, Misty Step is a bony.
Yep.
Stop it.
That's me done. Take that back. Undo that.
It's a bony.
So sad about what comes out of my fucking mouth sometimes.
That's my turn. H1s go.
Okay.
Wisdom save. Every turn, bitch.
Come on, clever boy.
18.
That saves, but you're still taking half. Oh, fuck yeah. Half of 21, so 11 points of radiant damage.
Yeah.
That ain't bad.
Oh.
That's great. Okay. Okay, it's gonna... Who is it? I feel like it's got a taste for Hiraeth.
Let's go.
Will it be
So
first
gonna
person?
Please.
It's going to bite Hiraeth.
It likes me.
That is a filthy 20.
I'd hit to be sure.
As it bites down. Okay, so here's an interesting thing.
Uh-huh. Is it good interesting, or is
The
it bad?
frenzy that it got in as soon as that healing spell was cast on Agatha, the frenzy that it went on and it just like bit down on you, you immediately take 10 necrotic damage, as well as.
So what I've learned is that was a mechanical thing and not just Lydia being colourful. The frenzy.
As well as 1 extra necrotic, and then.
Sorry, is this me?
Yeah.
Cool. I just wanted to make sure.
Oh no. Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah. No. That is you. So 11 necrotic in total, and then also 12 piercing. As it like bites down into you and starts like pulling the like blood out of you and like chews down on your skin. Sorry about the gore, people. I do love to describe gore. And then it's gonna also, as it is munching, it's gonna claw at you as well.
They be munching.
They do be munching. Munchers be munching.
Oh my god. No, count, Lydia. That's not another 20. It's an 18 though.
It does hit still.
All right. So as it's like it pulls its hand round to grab at you. So you are gonna take. Oh, that's not bad. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 slashing damage.
Cool.
And you are grappled.
13.
Yeah.
Cool.
Did I just say that? Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry.
That wasn't me being passive because I literally couldn't remember.
Yeah.
Sorry. So the 11 and the 13 the first time, was that together technically?
They were
Just
separate.
for my...
It was
I rolled
13
it separate because
necrotic, 11 piercing, and this is a new amount of thing.
Cool. So I just need to do some concentration saves. I've got a 13, an 8, and a 3 on the dice, but my con is not +6, so that's a 9. Do I have to get over a
It's
10?
10 or
yeah,
half,
so
yeah.
Bless has dropped.
Cool. In that case, bless has dropped.
As you guys are watching, as it's bitten down, it's just pulled its arms around Hiraeth to like pull it closer to it as it is like chewing down on like where the neck meets the shoulder.
Cool. We got this.
End of the round. Top of the round. Pnevma.
Do a kill.
Short sword.
Kill it, Pnevma.
Hits.
Is she flanking?
Yeah, so let's see if she gets a natty. No.
Natty, bony, Jesus Christ.
I will not say any full words. Okay, it's looking ropey, but it's not done. She's not going to use her bonus action, but she will throw off 1 psychic blade. Misses. Okay, it's looking real ropey though.
Cool.
She got it to ropey. H2.
Wisdom save.
Wisdom save.
I love spiritual guardians.
Yeah, it's good.
17.
Me to beat it. 7 plus 8 is 15 plus 2 is 17. Halved is 8 damage. 8 radiant damage. You cuck. I fucking love spiritual guardians.
I miss playing a cleric, man. I haven't played a cleric. I haven't played a cleric since Baal properly. I played Madame. I can't remember her name. Madame in the one shot in Pharasma. She was a cleric.
How much damage? Sorry, Nikki, for the.
It was 8 total because it was 17 halved.
8 radiant.
Yes, it's radiant.
Yeah. All right. It's going to go to bite Sunny.
Wait. I can't see.
Page 2.
I'm
14
gonna.
to hit.
Pardon?
14 to hit.
14 misses.
Okay, it's going to go in for a claw. A little bit better. It's a 19 to hit.
Hits.
I think I'm gonna like with one of the sort of lonely or hungry or whatever they're called like clamp down. I just sort of like push Sunny using my interception.
Nice. It's 11 damage. Does it?
I mean, it does. You do still take damage. I rolled a 4, and my thing I think is +3, so that is 7. So you take 4 damage.
4 damage.
4 damage. Well, that's wonderful, and I'm going to use my reaction to Hellish Rebuke.
Oh, nice.
Hell yeah.
Can I have a dex save, please?
Yes, you are grappled though. I might just add that.
For now.
14. That's fails, right?
Yeah, it is. You take 23 fire damage as Sunny just like where this thing like hits Sunny, their skin starts to like blister and boil like someone that's been in the sun too long.
Yeah. And as it sort of like grabs you and you do that rebuke, it just like slumps forward and its hand like drags down your front and it collapses on the ground.
Don't touch me.
Come on.
I need to make my con save, which I do easily. Cool.
All right.
Fucking love Hellish Rebuke.
Koji.
Great.
Right, because Sunny in? No, wait.
No,
what?
no, that was my reaction.
That was Sunny's reaction.
So is it my go?
Yes.
Yeah.
How people are looking. I can deal with that afterwards more effectively than I can right now. Let's do. This is a dangerous place, so I'm just going to magic missile at level 1. So they just hit. So it is 3d4 plus 3. So I'm just going to roll those.
There's no way you don't kill this beast. It's on 2 hit points and you're rolling 4 dice.
Plus 3 as well. Yeah, Sunny, like after this one, just like gets all like sunburn and like collapses to the ground. Like 3 of the butterflies that are near Sunny's head begin to like spin really fast and like become like these like almost like lens flares, and then just like and just smash into H1.
I love that.
It's all butterflies and sunshine, but it will kill you.
And with that, they're both down. They're like horrendous, skeletal almost bodies and gaunt faces with this exaggerated jawline lying out in front of you. And you do see movement around you, like the fighting has like drawn attention. So Koji, you would know, like, let's move before anybody else like catches your attention. And while I need to go to the toilet, so let's you guys.
So I think before anyone sort of settles down, Koji's just going to say, "Okay, I know some of you are ahead, but we have to move now. We have to move quickly. We rest in 5 minutes, but things are coming here, so we have to move."
Yeah,
we move this way. Come, follow me, and I'm going to grab kind of Agatha and move her kind of with us, close to us, so she feels kind of protected.
I think Hiraeth sort of like sloughs off the body from his shoulder and just kind of like takes a couple of steps, like stumbles for a bit, and then like just puts a hand to his shoulder, and some of that sort of like dawn rays kind of start to sparkle in between his fingers as he lays on his own hands a little bit, and he goes, "Okay,
He's been doing that a lot
let's go."
I think as we get a little bit further away and it gets a bit safer, Koji's just going to be like, "You are all very sparkly, yes? You have the sparkly butterfly and the sparkly..."
Yeah, that's mostly me, to be fair.
No, this Hiraeth also has the sparkle, the sun.
Yeah, you made my shoulders well big.
I kind of like
My dad's in the 80s.
I kind of give Sonny like what could almost be a bit of a dirty look, and he goes, "Yeah, I mean, Prince of the Dawn Court, but you know, also sparkly, but yeah."
Yeah, like. Can I medicine check the group?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. Natural 20.
Oh yeah.
Who's ill? Who's got an STI? It's +8 as well for your reference. How are we all doing? We looking all right? You guys got bitten and chewed up quite a bit.
I'm okay. It's these two you must look after.
I'm mostly focused on those two. You're acting like chew toys. How you doing? Are they okay? Like not health wise. I'm talking about like is like the necrosis. Is it damaging them? Is it still within their body?
No, it hurts, but it doesn't look like those veins are like creeping up now that the beasts are gone.
In which case, while we're walking, I'm just going to quietly hum something, and I'm going to cast Prayer of Healing. It takes
10 minutes, right?
Yeah, that's why I'm doing it while we're walking.
I see.
It's also a very powerful healing spell that's more effective outside of combat because it takes 10 minutes. Nice. So I'm giving you healing, you lot. Agatha.
Yeah.
You get 19 points of healing.
Oh, I'm like perfect, mate. Thanks.
Nice.
Hiraeth, you get 13 points of healing.
13 is getting me
I'm
further away from dying.
Koji and Pnevma weren't hit, were they? Cool, because I can pick up to 6 people, but I'm just going to heal myself, and I can't heal people multiple times. But so that's.
Sorry, Hiraeth, he can't pick you twice.
No. But that's a 2nd level spell.
I think once everyone's feeling a bit better, Koji's just going to say, okay, everybody, hey, you survive. It's good. You're very capable and you survive. It's good. It's the first battle and everyone's still here. It's good.
That's it, right?
No, that's the first one.
Okay,
it's okay.
We'll be fine. Cast mage armor on herself, like okay.
We'll be fine, and we are walking this way. We are making okay progress, and you get to meet some friends of mine soon. We are near where 2 friends of mine.
Friends out here.
Yes, you get to meet my friends. We carry on.
More agents.
Well, they like you. I mean, it's great. I just keep bringing more company. Let's have a fucking party.
We're gonna have a party sooner or later.
They stay here. They're not quite like me, but you see them. They're friendly. They're always smiling. And come, we move.
I'm gonna insight check again.
Yeah.
Fucking 7 on the dice.
I'm insight checking.
Honestly, I think Hiraeth is still quite hurt, so he's sort of like squinting through his eyes. It's a 12.
A little trickle of blood gets into your eye, trying to like look at Koji, and you're like, oh.
Did you just try and concentrate on Koji and you got a headache? Oh.
Yeah. blood loss.
Right. Are you okay? Do you need?
So Hiraeth is still staggering, still kind of being quite tender and at the wound.
Look, come here.
We ain't metagaming, but I'll tell you sort of in
right,
game
come
terms.
Here. There's a fine line between bravery and stupidity, and we crossed it getting into this place. So no one's been a hero, okay?
Yeah.
I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds at 2nd level, and I'm gonna heal Hiraeth for 12 hit points.
Thank you very much.
Like, nice to see you being super capable, Hiraeth. You know what I mean?
I think.
Wow.
I think Hiraeth. To be fair, Hiraeth has changed. Like since that first battle, like the battles that we had, sort of before prom were fun, and we were working as a team, and we were sort of and then prom happened, and I think there's a Hiraeth outside of battle and Hiraeth in battle, and you're seeing the sort of Fey Prince, Fey General kind of vibe coming out, and there's just like stony expression. It's like we're in the shit. And I think I just sort of turn to Pnevma and go, thank you. Shall we carry on?
Anyone that was healed by Sunny has freckles for like a brief period of time.
You.
Oh, I love that.
Sorry, I also rolled insight on Koji and got a 20.
Okay. I mean, what do you think, Wayne? You reckon like pretty straightforward?
Yeah, it's my friends. It's the people I know here.
Don't do that,
Okay,
I don't think.
Cool.
It's the one I'm
Then-
thinking of. It does.
Yeah. If that's what Agatha gets, that's all she gets. She's very confused, but she's trusting Koji. This is his wheelhouse.
Here's the thing, that's a good roll. So I think the additional thing that you get is like Agatha sees that there is like the side to Koji that you've seen so far is quite stoic and has that like intimidating nature. And I think that you've spent enough time now and you're seeing this side that is, fun.
Bit fun, yeah. All right.
Not exactly a total goofball. Just
I mean, I think what you probably would get is that, or what you would assume is that they're not going to be just like normal people who are, like having a nice little homestead in the middle of a hellscape. So, anyone who says
a
his
couple of
friends
loving little gnomes.
are probably going to be a little odd. Like, you definitely get that. Like, he's not talking about just mates around the corner, but
Someone you describe as a character.
Yeah.
I guess you could, yeah.
Yeah, it's just Agatha's either like, okay, so these are those little pumpkin things that Bill warned us about, and
Pumpkins with human legs, yeah, great.
yeah, Koji somehow made friends with them, or it's going to be like a Wilson situation. He's going to be like,
Also
my
a
friends.
pumpkin.
They're like, right, also a pumpkin.
Also with the human legs.
Yes, yeah.
You walk on a little bit and I'll like carry on that natural 20 perception. Hiraeth, you see that you are sort of skirting round this area to the west that is, it kind of looks like a forest almost at first, but like the leaves have been stripped off and they're all kind of the same height. And you skirt a little bit nearer and you realize that this is like thick wooden spikes with skeletons that have been impaled hanging off them. Sometimes it's just a skull that's on top of the spike. Sometimes the skeleton has just, like, once the flesh went, it's like fallen to the ground and is just around the bottom of the thing. But it is stake after stake after stake after stake, a long field where at some point it was like a Vlad the Impaler kind of situation of just bodies on stakes.
I see it. If anyone else sees it, so be it. But I think I don't draw attention to it. I think that's only gonna make morale worse. So Hiraeth just continues stoically and sort of says, "Will there be a chance to rest where your friends are?"
Yes, he's not far, and we rest there for. There's some rocks, but there's no corruption. At least not last time I was there, and we rest there.
Okay.
And I think also Koji's just going to say to Pnevma, you remember I say your boyfriend is he says lots, but sometimes he says wise things. He says about here there are no heroes. He's right. This is not a place for heroes. This is a place for survivors. It's good you all remember. Not a place to be hero. It's a place to be a survivor.
Yeah, I agree. You're pretty good back there, you know. I'm quite like, you know, I'm impressed. I'll give you that.
Well, I mean, you are...
Nice big sword. I mean, like, not to be rude or anything, but your big sword is kind of cool as well. Where'd you get that from?
It was given to me by my guardian angel.
Really?
Huh.
That's
Yes.
absolutely sick as shit. Where do I get myself a guardian angel?
Well, I mean,
This is
Not
not,
me, Kimber.
really the... Huh?
I've got, you know, like,
I mean, you have the butterflies. It's pretty
similar.
It's
different.
pretty
different,
cool.
but in some ways the same.
Sure, yeah. It's just as cool. I'm just gonna look at Pnevma and just go. Anyway, come. We're my friends are here. We rest.
I'm
then
too
when we
short
get
to
there.
carry a big sword anyway, so
Yeah, you walk on. I say like the hours wear on as you're walking. Are you going to take a short stop for like lunch to take a short rest?
Yeah, I
Yes.
think so.
Yeah.
And I think as we kind of get to a place where we can rest, as you come around, you see that there are some more of those stakes that you saw. And as we come around the corner, Koji runs up to the first stake, which has a skull on it, and he moves the jaw and goes, "Oh, Ivan! Ah!" And he makes the skull laugh, and he turns it around to you guys, and he goes, "Ah, this is Ivan! This is my friend. We have been friends for a very long time. Very long time. We know each other from here, and this is his wife. They're a lovely couple.
No.
These are my new friends. Maybe they survive also. Anyway, come, we sit. We
Never like turns
we
around
rest.
and looks at Sunny and just goes, "This is fucking. I love this guy. This guy's fucking badass."
It's
And like,
funny.
runs up. Ivana!
I look at Agatha and go, fucking Gwen.
Anyway, we rest. Yes, we sit.
when
and
we
rest.
set up a camp, while the camp's being set up, I'm going to ritual cast Magic Circle. Create a 10-foot radius, 20-foot tall cylinder of magical energy centered on a point on the ground that you can see within range. And I'm going to bar celestials, elementals, fae, fiends, or undead from coming in.
Okay. The
Nice.
How long does that take to do?
10 minutes.
10 minutes to cast. How long does
Are
it
you
last?
Well, it's
Are- are you
1 minute
doing-
normally, but 10 minutes is a ritual.
are you doing all of that list?
Do you pick one?
No, you can
No,
do.
he's
You can do
asking
as many
for
as
Faye.
you want.
Can you let Faye in, please?
Oh.
Yeah, I'll let Faye in.
Ryan stood outside on his own.
Yes.
If you're cold, he's cold.
And Mr. Faye has a bat just outside the
Oh
barrier
yeah,
like that.
Mr. Faye needs to come in.
It's just the two of us, just like Mr. Fay just goes outside.
So yeah, they can't. Any creature that is a celestial, elemental, a fiend, or undead cannot willingly enter the cylinder by non-magical means. And to get in with a magical means, it has to succeed on a charisma saving throw.
Okay.
Koji,
Yes.
how long have you known Ivan and sorry, I forgot his wife's name.
Stella.
Stella, thanks.
Mhm.
Yeah, how long have you known them?
Oh, I've known them for many years. They, I first came here and found this was a safe place without the corruption, and they were here already. So we talk and we're friends, and now I visit them when I come through.
Right, they've always looked like this though.
Yes.
Yeah. Cool. Okay, good.
And they talk back.
If you listen. But it's
Cool.
good. Most of the time they're quiet, which is good here. You don't want to attract too much attention.
No, for sure. Listen, I'm very happy that you've got friends here. It must be a lonely place.
I'm just going to turn to Agatha and say, he knows they are skeleton, right?
I don't know. He's faith.
Okay.
Says,
Okay, I just
don't
check.
burst the bubble. But yeah.
Okay, no, I just check. It's good. So we rest here, short rest, and then we move. Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Everyone roll a d6, please.
Okay.
Yes, I'm just getting some spells back to my wisdom.
Don't do it yet. You haven't finished your short rest.
Oh, okay. Well, okay. Yeah.
That was a 6.
That was also a 6.
Wayne, can you please roll for me a d8?
If I must. 7.
What have you done?
You're in this spot where there's like it's got a little bit more like rocky here, and you pick this spot to rest often because there are like levels that like very, very large steps. So if you go in the middle one, you can't be seen by anything up, and you can get a good vantage point to look like out. And you see that through the little bit of chatter that's already happened, and people kind of sitting and eating a little bit of food, and that there are some creatures moving towards you again. One has seen you, and it doesn't roll what is it? Roll raw intelligence for me right now.
Mm-hmm. Adding anything?
No. Yeah, investigation I think would probably work best.
Oh. 6.
You don't know if you can actually run this time either, because everyone's like sat down and they put their packs down. So if you start to run, like you're just not quite sure what to do.
Okay, and I know these things have definitely seen us.
One has, for sure. The other things are a little bit smaller, but they're following on. They're
Okay.
following like the thing that's...
Not the fucking
Okay.
chickens. Not the fucking chickens.
I'm just I am going to say to everybody and just say, okay, so nobody must panic, yes, but there is other creatures coming. It has seen us, but if we run, we will not make in time for it. It will still catch us. So I think
Okay.
get
That's
ready,
fine, that's
because
fine.
if
We've-
it comes here, at least we can see it come closer. Yes.
Yeah, we've got this. We've got this.
Okay,
Remember the
I-
caves. We got this.
Yeah.
Okay.
Everyone get in a circle.
Yeah. We should be fine in the circle, right? Until it
It
ends.
depends on what it is, basically, but
Oh, okay.
we can fight through the circle. Like you can like
Okay.
swing your sword through the circle or cast spells through the circle. It's not stopping
Okay.
you. And if they try and like stick you with a sword and they're one of the things, it will be hard to do through the circle.
Okay, so we stay here and we see. I only see one big one, but there are smaller ones also. So maybe it's okay. Just
The larger thing that's seen you starts like galloping towards you, and it's another one of the things that you just fought two of, with its jaws like champing down, and then it's two. I mean, when the guy described pumpkins on legs, what he failed to describe was the like yawning mouth that opened with just circles and circles and circles of teeth within, and they are rapid. Those little like legs are so fast, and they've spotted the thing that the hunger is looking at. So let's please roll initiative again.
Yay.
Here we fucking go.
Natural 20.
Nice.
For
No, 20. Lydia, not 4. But if you want the total number, it's 23. Ha ha. God, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't know what I'm gonna do.
19 for me.
Nice. Hiraeth?
What do you call a 16-year-old with pointy ears? 12.
12. Did you just say 12?
Yep.
Oh my god. 12 for Hiraeth. Agatha's going before you, Hiraeth.
Hang your head in shame.
Oh, yeah, you did last time as well. No, you didn't.
No.
No, you didn't.
Yeah. We got the same last time, but you have better decks. Lydia, do you want me to write down?
It goes like this.
To be fair, it tracks. I'm at half hit points.
Oh my god, Hiraeth.
Sunny, Koji, Hunger, Pnevma, Wretched 1, Wretched 2.
Nice.
Okay.
You can keep track of that. That would be delightful.
Sunny.
I mean, who wouldn't want to take a pet
Koji.
home that's called
Can you just
Wretched?
repeat that? Sorry. Sunny, Koji, Wretched 1, Wretched 2.
I'm so sorry. Are you talking to me? What are you saying?
You just gave me like the order, and I was like, oh, I'm tracking it. Sunny, Koji, Wretched 1, Wretched 2, Pnevma.
Sunny, Koji, Hunger, Pnevma. I don't know about Hiraeth and Agatha, but then the Wretched 1 got 5, Wretched 2 got 2.
Oh,
we're in
okay,
the
they're going at
phase.
the end. So it's Sunny, Koji, Hunger, Pnevma, Agatha, Mr. Faye, Agatha, Hiraeth, then them 2. God, I can't remember what I just said.
Yeah, so once again, the order is this. Sunny, Koji, Hunger, Pnevma, Mr. Faye, Agatha, Hiraeth, Wretched 1, Wretched 2.
Yeah.
Got it?
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, Sunny.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Let's butterfly time. I'm gonna cast Spirit Guardians.
Okay. What's the radius again? Just remind me.
15 foot.
15 foot.
So 3 squares. So no one's in it currently. Unless I take 1 step forward a bit and then
2
They're-
steps back.
all sort of the people are in it. Oh, do you want me to mark the magic circle?
That'd be gorgeous.
I'll do that. And that's my turn. Because, like, I can't preemptively do a bunch of stuff. But I'm going to magic circle in the meantime.
I'm
All right.
so sorry.
Koji.
Okay, I am going to try and get rid of things before they get close to us. So I am going to Eldritch Blast. And I'm going to do 2 Eldritch Blasts at the Hunger.
Per you.
No, that is a 17 to hit.
17 hits.
Okay, and the second one is 11 plus 19 to hit.
Woo!
19 hits.
Okay, so
Are you going for the first one, or are you going for 2?
I'm going both of them for the Hunger.
Oh, for the Hunger. Beg pardon.
Yeah.
Beg pardon. Damn it.
Damn it.
Where am I? So it's 9 points of damage.
Oh.
Or hickey.
And 11 points of damage.
Woo-wee!
Nice.
Oh, bollocks, I forgot to hex. Okay, as my bonus action, I'm going to hex it also.
Hex it.
Yeah.
Liz, can we have some battle
Koji's full
music?
of hex appeal.
Yes, of course. Thank you so much for reminding me.
Thanks.
What do we? Let's have something called.
That orange circle is the magic circle.
Nice.
What's one of the? Is this the soundtrack that has one of the tracks called like Fleshy Mound or something? Is it Fleshy Mound?
Music you listen to, Tom, but this is Ivan Dutch's.
I'm sure there was one called like Tunnel of Flesh or something like that.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
It's the new Adele album. It's not
Ivan
great.
Dutch, but,
That's from the Linda Lovelace Spotify playlist, yes?
we were listening to Cursed Land, and we're now listening to Saranan's Falls. Not Saraman, but Saranan.
Saranan.
Legally
What,
distinct.
Suriname? The country?
Cool. Oh, really, it could say anything because it's quite far away and I can't read it very well. Okay.
Okay. And I'm going to stay where I am, so
Nice.
rock on.
Text done. That's your go. Up
And the next
next.
song you play be I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say it. Carry on. I'm just stressed. That's all this is.
I
If it gets within 15 foot, any 3 squares, got a wisdom save.
and it's going to attack.
That's got a wisdom save.
It's not in it.
Yeah. No, that's the magic circle. Within 15 foot of Sunny, he is.
I thought you put the magic circle up.
Yeah, I'm
That's
not
the
talking
magic
about the magic
circle.
circle. I'm talking about my spirit guardians.
There's a magic circle and spirit guardian.
There's the magic,
Magic
circle,
circle.
and there's butterflies.
Magic
It's
circle's
not-
not a concentration.
So it's going to do its wisdom save.
Let's do the wisdom save. And then if it is any of those things I mentioned for the magic circle... What'd you get?
It failed.
It's 12 radiant. If it's any of the magic circle things, if it attacks through the magic circle, it does so at disadvantage.
Okay. Good to know. It's
but-
not one of those things.
Cool.
It's not going to struggle. I'm going to say that now in
And
case I forget.
no one inside the cylinder can be charmed, frightened, or possessed by anyone outside. And that's it. Basically, if they can't get in, and it's disadvantage to attack, and they can't charm anyone if they're those things.
But just list the things again so that I know that I'm doing right by everybody.
Celestials, elementals, fiends, undead, the hunger, and the wretched.
Yeah. That was absolutely the joke I was
That
going
was
to make.
so perfectly executed. I almost fell for it. But it attacks Koji trying to bite, and it fails. Come on, you've been rolling really good. Don't let me down.
All do.
Let her down.
That's a natural 20.
Oh,
You
you
have
did.
me. Thank you, Dispel Dice. So,
Boycotting them now.
You can't do it for a second time in a month, Lydia. You can't kill another one of Wayne's characters.
It's my turn. Chris did that. It's Lydia's go.
Everyone
actually
wants to
all
go.
of the-
Great.
All the Norfolk TTRPG DMs can have a go, is what you're saying.
No, that's not what we're
Not
saying.
have a go, kill one of Wayne's characters.
Yeah.
22 slashing damage, and you're grappled.
Ooh.
And as a bonus, you're grappled.
Thanks.
Okay, and that's its go. As it like misses biting down on you, but instead like goes to like draw you in for this horrendous hug.
Okay.
What kind of damage was it?
Slashing
Okay.
because it's claws on the end of those
Yeah.
like webbed fingers.
Okay.
Catching, seeing how bruised my hand is. Okay, so up next is
Emma.
Nibba.
Pnevma.
Emma's going to draw her bow. That's not very good.
Come on, Nefma.
As in,
She
she didn't
doesn't-
roll well, or just the bow isn't
Every
there?
time I always had in my mind that she was going to be a bow person, but literally every time I roll with the bow, it's under 5. But that still does make it 11, which isn't good enough. And I think she's going to. What's she got? What's she got? What's she got?
E.
Okay, she's gonna throw some blades. That's the wrong dice, Lydia. You numpty. First one hits. Second one hits. D6. That's great. It's a 10. And then a D4 on the other one is a 1. So, 2 of her psychic blades shoot out and hit each of the 2 wretched.
Nice.
There's, for those who are watching, there's 2 more creepy things that are just behind the Divisia.
Oh yeah,
logo.
forgot about that. I'm so sorry.
I'm sure they'll get closer.
No, they don't need to. They can stay where they are.
It's all
Thanks.
good.
They don't have eyes. They have no idea what's going on.
No idea.
Mr. Fay,
Mr. Fay
bring it to the table, my friend.
is gonna sort of stay where he is. Bear in mind, people can stand in the same space as him. He's a little bat. He's just gonna flap at the hunger and give advantage on whoever attacks it next.
Yeah.
And that's his go.
He's just in the hunger's face like that.
Yeah.
I'm not touching
Yeah.
you.
It
I'm
would
not
be
touching you.
so
Not
annoying.
touching, not touching.
that is exactly what he's doing. And
He's got a little
then
fucking top hat.
Because that hunger's always got its mouth open, it's like constantly choking on a fly. Just
So,
Agatha's going to take one step back here, and put a hand on Hiraeth's shoulder, and it's like, let's just do this quick, yeah? And then I'm going to cast haste on Hiraeth.
ooh.
I didn't know you had that.
Yeah, I took it so I could cast it on you guys.
I'm glad
And
you did,
then-
because I've sort of put my lot in with spiritual guardians. So.
And then as a bonus action, Agatha's just going to pull out her knife from Pnevma. She's just like, I'm ready. And that's her turn.
Okay, cool. Hiraeth.
Yeah, I think hasted. Like Hiraeth was looking a bit fucking haggard and a little bit kind of like, oh, okay, here we go. And like he looks to Agatha, and like the hair is sort of starting to like flow a little bit, and he kind of looks down at his hand, and it feels he feels slightly more fey for a second, and you just get this like savage grin, and just like a. Like
Yeah, I
just,
think you have like, you know, that like blue electric energy she has quite a lot. It's like that just ripples all over him, like oh my god, like a Studio Ghibli like moment, like the hair all like flows out. Yeah.
here for it.
In my
Here
mind,
for
it
it.
was Sonic the Hedgehog.
Same thing.
And I just kind of go towards the hunger and go to attack. I think like with his speed, he will get all the way round out of the circle.
But doesn't
this
be
is
doing anything anyway, mate. It was a waste of a bottle of holy water.
this is below the ledge, isn't it? This is like 5 feet down.
I don't know what you're looking at. Each platform is the first one is 10 foot and the second one is 15.
Cool. In that case, I don't go there. I go here.
You still have advantage because of Mr. Fay, so you could stand next to Koji.
Perfect. I completely forgot about that. Yep. Thank you very much. I come here. Koji, you just sort of feel like the rush of air as I appear, and that was a nat 1 on the first, and an 11 on the dice for the second roll. So advantage. I hit that motherfucker. I'm assuming.
What's the total?
Say it again.
So it was. Oh shit! What did I say? I've
11 on the dice.
11 on the dice.
So 19.
That hits.
Sick. First hit 10 plus 5. That is 15 to hit on the first.
What kind
Second,
of damage?
Just normal. All okay?
It doesn't do as much damage as you think it would.
Sick. Good to know. You're trying to siphon off that magic as quickly as possible. I see you. Cool. I will do the second attack because I feel like it's too sort of fast to have done anything about it. So that's 16 on the dice, so 24 to hit.
That hits. Ooh, that's really good.
Cool. That is 9 points of damage, or would be at the very least. And then I kind of look at it and I go, I see you. And as I do, I cast magic weapon on my glaive. As the glaive itself starts to sort of like burn with light as a bonus action. And then my second attack action, right?
Yeah, you just get one attack. You just get one extra hit. Yeah.
Nice. And I attack. That is an 8 for a 16.
Beats it.
So that is 4 plus 6 now because of the +1 from magic weapon. So that is 10 to hit.
Doesn't do as much damage as you thought it would.
So magical the fact that it's magical damage doesn't.
You don't see it like you thought you saw it.
It's chill. Nikki, I'm in the same boat with you as you with the magic circle. It's all good. And I just sort of like look at it and I go, you fucking dick. And that's my turn.
I wasted a bottle of Hiraeth bathwater for magic circle.
Okay, nice. That's Hiraeth. Let's have these little pumpkin guys.
No.
The bad pumpkins.
If they take one step closer, they have to roll a wisdom save.
They surely will, because they don't know nothing. So I'll roll it first.
They're just hungry little human-legged pumpkins.
That's a natty 1.
I rolled 2 8s and a 6 on my 3d8. So that is 22 points of radiant damage.
Do you see these like little things
They're
with
like
their...
they're like burns, like sunburns. As like the butterflies like hit their skin.
You kind of hear the horrible thwack of their little feet on the ground as they go. They take a dagger to the head each, and then they hit that edge of the circle, and the first one just goes as it like explodes. And the second one, which is now its go, is going to go into... Get them on screen so people... I mean, it's not a perfect token, but they look like horrid frog. And now I'm going to roll its Wizzy save.
Fucking Wizzy, Boney.
Another natty 1. I'm bored of myself right now.
16 radiant damage.
Yeah.
Oof.
Yeah.
Both of them just explode in a second.
I love Spirit Guardians.
Okay.
I love my butterflies.
And Sonny, it's your go.
It's my go. Oh,
Sonny's
shit.
pretty deadly right now.
Yeah, but he's like passively deadly, much like the sun.
I think that's the thing, though. Sonny's just standing there going, I don't know what you guys are having problems with.
I don't know. I'm gonna
Even your
do...
butterflies are doing better than us.
Yeah. Can I get a dex save from the Unger as I cast only gonna cast Sacred Flame, ain't I?
That's only a 13.
That fails, and you take 14 radiant damage from Sacred Flame, a cantrip.
Radiant, nice. Okay. If that is your full go,
It may as well be.
who up?
Koji.
Okay. As he has come towards me, I am going to... you just hear Koji say, "Come on, Mel." And he pulls out his sword, and he is going to strike at...
Agatha, your sister is in fact his
I just heard, "Come on, men."
Right, well... and I'm going to take my first attack, which is 12 plus something. Oh, yeah, that's quite a lot. So it's 22 to hit.
Yes.
And that is 12 points of slashing damage.
Oh.
Can I ask you a question?
Mm-hmm.
You haven't said it, but I am going to ask. You got your special lantern out.
Excuse me.
I have it. I don't have it out yet.
Yeah. Okay. What was the damage?
12.
12. Okay.
Plus.
It's not
Plus.
not doing as much as you thought.
Bear with. Plus 5 psychic damage.
Okay, that's real good.
And because of my hex, if I can find it, it also takes another d6 of
How much extra?
necrotic damage.
How much extra necrotic? Oh, you're running it.
5.
5?
5 on a d6.
5?
5? No. All right, that's great. It's absolutely getting ripped by you guys and screaming out and like clutching at itself. Although I believe it's got you in its grips, hasn't it?
It's I'm grappled. Yes.
You are grappled. Okay. And it's now its go.
Wisdom save.
Yes.
It's the new I've got dark vision.
15.
15. Fails. Take 13 radiant damage.
Yeah.
Cool. It's going to bite Boji, who just did a bunch of damage to it. So
Yeah, I'm just gonna sort of like punch it in the side of the head as it does. Just
okay, the bite is 21 to hit.
Yep.
So
I mean, I'm grappled. If it misses me with a bite, it's.
oh, that's a good point. I'm going to roll again because it could no. 11 piercing and 3 necrotic.
I rolled a 10 on my my d10 for intercept, so
Like
you
one
only take
piercing and
one piercing.
And what did you say? Necrotic.
3.
No,
And the necrotic was, I forget, 3, I think. Yeah.
so you only take 1 damage from that hit. Full stop.
Wait, it doesn't take any of the necrotic either because it was 11 piercing and 3 necrotic.
Yeah, so I rolled a d10, add 3 for.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
So it's 13 all told.
Right.
You get 1 point of damage.
With that, like, frustration as it gets, like, it just really scratches with its teeth. It doesn't get to, like, bite down properly. It kind of squeezes in with its claws as it's already grappled you. So it's going to go for the claw attack. That's a natty 1. So it doesn't fucking do anything. All right.
I've not been able to do much, but damage mitigation is my game.
Yeah. Jeez.
That's good, yeah.
Every hit you stopped, every amount of damage it reduces a spell slot I don't have to use.
And same with my healing hands. Like I'm saving it for as long as possible. And and my spell slots.
It's looking real ropey as Pnevma like climbs up, draws the bow, and it now has like one of her arrows sticking out of it. Mr. Fay.
Just flapping in its mouth, being a nuisance.
Didn't know bats were hairy.
Agatha is going to. Not getting closer to this. She puts her hand out, and it's almost like the bones from her hand like leave her hand, and I'm gonna cast Chill Touch.
Does the hand just like turn into like a bag of skin?
No, it's not her actual bones come out. It's just like a spectral imitation of them.
Agatha, no! Rewrite that spell, that's horrible!
Skin rips and it's just like...
Don't ever
Flesh
do that
ribbons.
spell again.
I'm okay.
17 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
Amazing. 9 points of necrotic damage.
Amazing. What does it look like as you bring this bastard down?
I think this. Oh, I didn't even roll with advantage. Koji's just like being grappled by this thing, and just suddenly sees this like spectral hand come like almost through him, and it just like grapples this thing round the. Does it have a neck? I don't know. Something. Maybe just like
It goes from mouth straight into body.
Yeah, just
Wraps around the back, maybe.
yeah, just like digs in,
Yeah.
and like the spectral hand just kind of digs in, and all this like necrotic stuff comes out.
Brilliant.
Spooky.
It's like really bad lip filler.
Oh,
And it is quiet again.
oh my god. Is everyone all right?
Is everyone okay? Are we doing okay?
I mean, it bites. It bites quite hard, but it's gone now. Yes, you did well. I turn to Agatha and say that you were very good. That was you. Yes.
Yeah, I haven't really done that much because it feels a bit like intense, but like
Yeah,
oh,
your
it's
head
good.
goes all fluffy. It's not. It's
Yeah.
terrible,
Wait. Just bring it back in. Yeah, there you go. It's fine. It's fine.
Okay, everybody is good. Everybody is good though.
Yeah. Just give me a sec. I'm. Just give me a sec to get my breath back, and we'll go.
Well,
We need to finish.
we're resting here, right?
Okay, I think we.
Yeah, I was just saying exhaustion, or like around. You know,
we
after
stay
haste.
here for proper rest. Yes.
Yeah, let's...
Yeah.
let's
Like long rest? This is a pretty
Yeah.
good spot for a long rest, but could we travel a bit more?
I think
I
we
think
should
it's-
travel a bit more.
Okay.
Wait,
travel.
Koji. You
No, we
say
can
you
travel.
Expert, like,
We
come
can
on.
travel some more as long as everybody is okay.
I think maybe we travel a little bit because, like you said, we are quite sparkly.
Yeah.
What we do is seen from far because we are a little bit raised. So maybe
Well,
we move a little
If
bit.
we go right now, I can leave this magic circle up, and that's going to stay here like a little beacon. And if as long as we're careful covering our tracks, we can like snuck away.
Yeah, it's good idea. I mean, here they're not so fussed with tracking. It's more what is near them. So that will be good distraction. Okay, we travel a little bit more, and then I think we have long rest. Yes, we stay
Yeah.
and try recover a little bit because I need to rest.
Yeah,
for
that's what I said. Basically, can we finish our short rest and then carry on?
Rest a bit, walk a bit, rest a big bit.
Yeah.
This is good. This is a good plan.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I got my flask out, so I want to have a little wee sip before.
That's fine.
Don't have to put a flask away.
Yeah, so I'm going to use some hit dice
Yes, do it.
on a long
Yeah.
rest.
I have also done 2 of my hit dice.
Not short
Nice.
rest. There we go.
Can I do a check of some kind to kind of to try and figure out what sort of creatures these things are?
Roll.
What are you?
Roll. Roll nature.
Okay.
Nature.
Cocked. 14. I assume we studied it a bit. If we're like, if all of like clerical stuff is like, you know, abjuration and like arcane abjuration and channel divinities, there was all like specific like categories or genuses of creatures. I assume we have like some kind of like way to I know which one is which.
Here's what you learn with a 14. Definitely not undead. Definitely not. Neither of them are undead. However, what's interesting about that is that these were once people. So you're like wrestling with it in your mind.
Monstrosity.
There is scrap of like green fabric on this creature.
Oh no.
And you're like, how is this not technically undead, but also has distorted humanoid features about it?
I'm thinking monstrosity. If it's like a warped thing, or maybe some kind of like was a human, has become like a demon or a devil, like a Lemure-esque like transformation.
If I see him looking for clues, yeah, poking the hunger. I think Kojis is going to say there are things here that are the result of the corruption that I have never seen anywhere else. These are because of what happened here, and the death and the blood and the portals to hell and the abyssal planes were open on this land. So the corruption changes things. That is why I say these creatures are not they're not normal, and they change all the time. They become something new.
It's freaky. No, it's just I've got spells like my magic circle and stuff that like I need to know stuff about them, but like it's why I was when I told you that I cast that spell to try and like get a grip on you, it was because like I didn't want to like accidentally like do something at you and stuff like that. Like I have to be careful with Hiraeth because he's Fey. Like sometimes holy spells are quite discriminatory, so you've got to make sure you know who you're pointing at.
It's fine. We have a history with this realm.
You see the fabric. You see the green fabric.
Yeah.
That is what is left from Khotan soldier. They have the green is the Khotan, and you see on some of the skeletons, and you see there is orange. That is a Ridian soldier. That is from the bloodbath, literally, that was here. And then the corruption perverts what is left of these humans.
So these things, they just live until
they feed on anything. That is why they try and literally take away your life. They feed and they taste for it to sustain themselves. But some it's on your blood, and some of them they feed on how you feel and your sadness and your torment is what feeds them. So it's not a good place.
This is a terrible thing. What an awful way to... It'd be better to die in the war, no?
Yes. I think so, but now they really are mindless. They just eat and survive and kill to survive. That is it.
Kind of makes me think it's like bad that we don't use our military when we're in peace to just storm the land and kill all of these poor creatures. Like, give a little fucking respect to the people that put their lives on the line in the war.
I think that if the Empire sent a whole military to storm this land, then it would be seen as an aggressive act.
Yeah.
No, but can't they talk to the Khotans and then them do the same thing? Come on, guys, just have a fucking chat about it.
No, they do not trust each other. If they say they are coming here, the others will come here to defend the land in case they take it from them, and then there will be another war.
And then what happens when they clear it all up? because it's all these like high up people, right? They're just so like they just want stuff, and they assume everyone else just wants the same stuff that they want. So then like they can't get their head around the idea that someone might be a better person than them, So they'll always assume that you'll do the shitty thing that they'll think to do. They don't understand that like some people won't go to that level and stuff. So yeah, it's nightmarish, really.
Not all of them. Not everyone thinks that way. Okay.
You think if this was a difficulty between the Fae and the material plane, they'd be able to work it out?
I'd have hope.
Me too.
I want to meet your mom. I bet she's fucking so badass.
Yeah, we've all meet each other's mums. We just ain't meet your mum.
It's so unfair. Everybody's seen everybody's
really.
mom except Koji's and Hiraeth.
You have all met each other's mother?
Yeah.
Apart from
Yeah.
Hiraeth's. So
Yeah, we haven't met Rafa.
because of the university, like our parents came by and like it weren't like introducing them to like it weren't like taking them to the family dinner to like it's not like that, but like it was just.
Although I think we've had dinner with a lot of people's parents.
I think we've had
right?
dinner and/or sausage rolls with everyone's mum apart from Hiraeth's.
And
But who's not
your
bad?
My dad.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Dad
met
was
my
great.
dad.
We met your dad. I've had dinner with your dad.
Absolute dilf.
you had dinner with his dad from the Fae?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was in a weird vampire restaurant that was so bad and all the lights were off and Agatha fell over, but she like tripped about 3 meters across the restaurant and landed in a drum kit.
Kept
you-
just
your-
tripping.
Look,
You're
I've already apologized about this. Okay, I can't keep on
And
apologizing
she
about
tripped over for like 30 full seconds.
It was
She took
when
3 carafes of wine down with her.
I think Koji looks a little sort of unnerved at the idea of a vampire restaurant and is a bit like,
It wasn't like real vampire restaurant.
No,
it was
it's like
they had
okay.
they had little bits of like painted wood in their mouth and we're like, oh.
and all the food was like red and like looked like guts and stuff. It was
Look,
And
it
this is
looked
fun?
nice from the outside. What can I say?
They think this is fun. Yes.
it was funny to laugh at, but like it weren't. I think the
It could have
intention
like
was fun.
laughed a little less and like cooked a little more. I think that was all of our feeling at the end of it. It's like they focus a little bit more on actually the food and a little bit less on like.
And you
everyone
can't
else.
know that. You can't know that when you book. So it's not on the person.
No,
that
it's not
booked it.
Hiraeth's fault at
Like
all.
it's a like, oh, wouldn't this be a fun idea? And then when the food's garbage, you're like, oh, it's just more beetroot puree, and it's like,
Yeah.
It's good to know people are still strange out there.
people are so strange out there.
People,
Pnevma, you have met Pnevma's mother, yes?
we have.
Yeah,
And
we did.
what is your mother like?
She's like the absolute coolest. But also a totally regular person, and like, I love her a lot.
I can imagine she must be quite interesting woman to have daughter like you, yes?
I mean, you'd have to be because I'm pretty fucking cool.
Well, you have already threatened to kill me, so I
I'll
think maybe you were a handful as child, yes?
Oh, you fucker.
She goes really like.
What were you like as a kid, Koji?
I was, how you say, ungrateful. I think maybe I always want more for myself and did not appreciate what my family had until I left my family to look for more and discover that the world is not so easy. So maybe I was ungrateful as a child, but I did not know I was a child. I just wanted more.
Tom.
24 insight check.
On Koji, right?
On Koji.
Just
No,
Sunny's gonna
on Sunny.
just comfort Pnevma a bit, like just be near her and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Wayne, what let's work this out.
I'm sorry, Wayne, that we're so distrustful of you.
I was going to say,
No.
I'm scared to ask anything now. Jesus.
I mean, I think it looks like curiosity. There's been questions flying both ways, but it does. What is it? What?
I think
I'm gonna hand it over to Wayne. Why am I trying to answer for you?
I mean, I think it's definitely the same kind of pattern of that he doesn't really want to, either doesn't want to talk about or doesn't really want to think about
Cool.
his childhood and stuff like that, and which he has said, like it's a past he doesn't really want to reflect on very much.
Sure.
But there is definitely a kind of a curiosity about people outside that you've seen. Like, he seems to live very secluded and stay and he doesn't really go out into the world much. This is like his little safety, despite what it is.
Cool.
But there is definitely a curiosity about Pnevma, and about, like, because she's been as cagey as he has, I think. So
For sure.
so
I know
think-
why I'm fucked up. Why are you fucked up?
Yeah,
So he
yeah.
there is definitely like a particular curiosity about Pnevma and like where she comes from, and like like her first mention of her mother. He's like, "What are your parents like?" Because you guys have all kind of said a bit about your parents, but Pnevma hasn't,
Cool.
and so he's definitely curious about that.
Cool.
Is that fair, Lydia?
Yeah, I think that's real good. That's a good way of putting it. Short rest.
Mm-hmm.
You guys are all really defensive now.
I know.
Look. We got a text. We got a text earlier today that has made me very edgy. And
Why?
I'm sorry,
Wait, I
Wayne.
didn't get a text. What do I know?
And I'm sorry that you're
No.
the flak jacket on
I feel
Lydia's
left
text.
out. I haven't got a text. I mean, I did get a 12-minute voicemail, so
Yeah,
You've
yeah,
got
yeah.
quite a few really not very pleasant voice notes, so just take
Anyway.
what you've got.
but yes, we have long rest after we walk a little more. Yes.
Yeah, I think you probably pack up from this short rest. You do a little bit more walking. Can I have
If it's all right with you, I would like to bring out the lantern and carry it with me for this last part of our before the long rest.
I'm going to point something out as this lantern comes out, because any torches, it's dark. This is considered dim light, this whole land. And any time that you have tried to use a torch, or maybe Agatha has dusted off the cobwebs from her dancing lights that she doesn't really need anymore, even magical light is pushed in by the land.
Okay.
Sometimes it pushes out a little bit. You notice that it, like, when you're in areas that are a little bit more corrupt, it almost completely snuffs out. And then at one point, Koji brings out this like lantern and like opens the front of it, and you get this beam of bright light that pushes out 15 foot, which is the most light you've seen in a while. And then you get dim light that kind of peels off it into the cone area. And it's nice to see a bit of decent, like, bright light. Even for those who've got all that dark vision, it's casting a colorful light, a light that doesn't do the grayscale thing, even though what you're seeing is mostly red.
I think I just put a hand on Koji's shoulder and just go, "Thank you. I needed
Why is
that."
he walking for it?
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
A little bit of dim light. It's not been dark enough to properly affect the people without dark vision, but it is dim light. So you keep walking for hours, trying as best as you can to be a little quiet. But can I get survival checks from everybody? And Koji, you get advantage.
Everybody.
I think sort of once, maybe twice during this period, there is a point where Koji suddenly will kind of turn to you guys and just go, okay, we move that way now that way, immediately now, and kind of shifts you off course completely, even though you can't really see anything or hear anything, but he's like, that way, we go behind that now, and he, like, you can see there's a real urgency sometimes.
I'm a bit scared, guys. Okay, let's go.
15.
13.
24.
Ooh.
What did Agatha get?
Natural 20.
Oh, girl.
She's been watching Koji. She's like, I've got it.
Pnevma rolled a 7, which is not hot.
That's hard.
That's hot. It's not hot.
This is tension, and I don't like it.
No.
You just
rolled well.
you see Pnevma like going through her pockets and like looking at her things and then like putting them away and going, okay, so the ring that's there, and then I put that one in the back pocket. And she's like checking, like taking bits of her belongings out and going, then 1 second, I just need to make sure. And she like goes through her bag. My flask is there, my spare daggers are there, and my book is there. Okay, back.
Everything is okay?
It's fine. I just want to.
I'm gonna go and give her a hug and hold her hand as we walk. This feels like she's doing the obsessive checking thing that she was doing before when she was stressed trying to plan for the holiday. Does that feel accurate?
Kind of, yeah. I mean, it looks like kind of similar behavior, but you know, at least when it was the holiday, it was really joyful. Like, I want to make sure that everything's right. And this is a bit more like, don't lose anything. Don't lose anything. You'll drop something and don't lose it. Otherwise, you'll be absolutely fucked. Is the kind of like it's got a stressful energy about it. But you make pretty good time with that good survival roll from your ranger. I mean, ranger in the other sense. Your agent. And this time you kind of find a spot that's good for a long rest. You set up camp.
Yeah, I'll do my
tiny hut.
Incredible.
But I'll wait until like we're all like sleeping because it's 8 hours, so obviously. But yeah, tiny hut.
Let's do we put up when you do the tiny huts?
Yeah.
Should we put up tents as well inside the tiny hut, or should we just sleep in the tiny hut because it's like warm and we don't necessarily need to? And
I mean, yeah, like I think it's like if you want privacy, you can like have a tent, but we don't need it. So maybe it's nicer.
Can you give me how big the actual hut is?
It's 10 foot.
Okay, so
It's
you probably wouldn't be able to fit
diameter though, right?
10-foot radius.
Oh
wow!
Oh, okay, so it's
that's quite large.
I mean, it's not huge, but it's enough
But
that you
that's
could put a
what-
couple of tents in.
20 feet by 20 feet then,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
It's bigger than most flats I can afford at the moment.
Yeah, you could probably, anyone that wanted one. She's like, but it's good to know that like we don't necessarily need one, and like what is privacy out here anyway? But like we're protected in there.
If we don't pack up a tent, then like if we need to move quickly, there's
We
less
can
time
move
to
Exactly,
quickly,
that's what I'm
grab.
quickly,
thinking. Like
yeah.
you can shift.
You see, you're getting clever with the survival, yes?
Thanks. Yeah.
Well, I do not need tent, so if you need the space you take, I will just sleep by the fire. I'm used to it, it's good. And I
can
have
sleep
the
like that.
magic hut, yes?
Yeah.
It's temporary.
It's good.
And we're obscured, right? It matches the colour of the surrounding area.
Yeah. So it sort of hides us a little bit.
Yeah.
Let's make some dinner and
Sunny's gonna stay with Pnevma and just the whole evening and night.
She kind of, I mean, she's you sort of see her rooting through her bag quite a lot, but she's bounced back from the earlier conversation pretty quickly, and she's talking to Koji over, what is essentially dinner.
At one point when she's doing like a full check of her bag, I think Sonny's gonna full check his bag next to her as like a, like
we're all just checking our bags.
You're not crazy. We're just checking our bags. Yeah, like.
Cool.
Is there anything missing?
No.
Cool.
No. And again, it is kind of dark now. It's what little light there was has disappeared, and
my torch is also out, I'm afraid.
And
I'll do dancing lights. Just it won't do a huge amount, but just for Hiraeth's sake, like
sparkly lights.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Hiraeth has just been quite quiet during the evening, and as it sort of gets time to sort of go to bed, he sort of says, "I'm happy to take a watch."
I'd kind of like to tuck in early and then do the last watch, if that's okay by everybody. I just feel like I'm kind of sleepy now, so if I do the last watch, maybe Hiraeth does the first one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I will do. I can do the last watch, then I can get things ready for when you are all awake as well.
Okay, we'll do watch together, Hiraeth. Are you right in your
maybe
you might somebody who's got dark vision.
Maybe because I'm quite an early riser, me and Pnevma should do the last watch together, and Koji can do this first one and pre-prep stuff beforehand.
But I think Koji doesn't sleep quite so much, so Koji will just be up anyway, and then it's kind of like a waste.
I mean, I'll probably be up anyway because like.
Yes, well, I can do the second to last watch, and I'll wake you up for last watch then.
Okay.
If that is good, yes.
Right, what watch am I taking?
I don't know. I'm confused now, but I think let's do maybe Agatha and Hiraeth, and then Koji will wake up at some point. Koji can wake up me, and Sonny will be awake when he wakes up because he's an early riser. It'll work out. We'll all get some kind of sleep at some point, and we'll be awake at some point.
It's fine. I am very light sleeper, so if you need to wake someone, or you just shout or touch, and I will be awake.
Okay.
All right. So the people who are tucking in first go to
sleep.
Sleep.
Koji's going to just go off to the corner and do his evening milk drink thing while everyone else is settling down. And then he's just going to sit next to his stuff and basically just doze off with his head down like that.
Yeah. Hiraeth and Agatha, let's have perceptions.
I think I take a little something out of my bag and just sort of knock it back before I start my watch. I need to do a Constitution saving throw first.
Oh.
Hmm?
Are you getting drunk while we're trying to take watch?
Oh boy.
I pass it.
Hammered.
I pass it. And so now I get advantage on wisdom and intelligence checks the next hour, I think. So
what did you just drink? I desperately am so curious. What is that?
I had a small vial of Blightica.
Okay. So what you've done is purposefully poisoned yourself.
Yeah.
Nice.
I'm getting closer and closer. Sorry, yeah. You go.
And I was just saying, I'm having Mr. Fay help me. Like, I'm gonna walk into him and help and stuff.
Hiraeth, I feel like you drink that stuff and you do pass your Constitution saving throw, but you have got horrible heartburn.
Yeah, 100%. And everything, it is a psychedelic, so everything is kind of glowing just a little bit. It's kind of.
We're surrounded.
I'm not sure this is the time to microdose. Yes.
But I rolled a 17 on my straight roll now, as opposed to advantage or disadvantage. Is it perception? Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
22.
Okay. And what, Agatha? What'd you get?
7.
Okay.
I think Agatha's not actually paying that much attention. She keeps looking over at Koji and Koji's bag.
You're gonna do a little feed.
More like a little look.
I think. Is it fair
It
to
doesn't
say?
class as a look if you take stuff, right?
Is it fair to say with the 22, I spot in?
Yeah, I think so. I think so.
I think before I see whatever else I see on don't see, I think just under my breath I say, without looking at you really, I just sort of say, what's the harm, huh?
Oh, you naughty boy.
And I just carry on looking out to outside the bubble.
Do make a sleight of hand.
I'm gonna do it with my mage hand.
Huh?
Oh shit. 23.
Oh shit. I feel like because that just absolutely wipes out Koji's passive perception, there'd be no reason why I would say just, Koji just doesn't see that at all. What might she find in Koji's backpack?
She will find a lot of exactly what she expects in terms of lots of really practical stuff to survive out here. There is very little that's of particular value apart from things that look useful. So like the lantern, you can tell is obviously magical lantern, and you can see the sword on his side is obviously not a usual thing. There's a change of clothes, but they're just as shabby. What you do find is like the remnants of what looks like a family, not crest, it's not that grand, but like clearly something that looks like it's something he's had since childhood.
Right.
And it has a kind of a merchant kind of symbol on it.
Is it like cloth, like a piece of cloth or like a piece of paper? Okay.
But you can see it's obviously been there for a long time, and been with him for a long time anyway. And the other thing that you do see is you probably wouldn't see in his bag, but on him next to his bag and stuff, he also has a crow's skull that has been gilded, which is attached to him all the time. The other thing that you do see, which I'm assuming Lydia won't make you roll for, but there is also a hunter's trap in the bag.
I'd love Koji if he'd set a trap inside.
I know, right?
I don't think that
A live trap.
And then there's a tinderbox and the water skin and stuff like that. A hammer. He gave you the book of notes, so he doesn't have that anymore. There's also a couple of bottles of antitoxin.
Okay.
And a couple of bottles of water, which I guess you would assume would be holy water, because it looks like it's been kind of packaged like holy water that you've seen before. And that's pretty much it, apart from his sword and the cloak. He has a cloak and the ring, which he has already showed you guys. That's
Just
sort of really pretty much what he has in his bag.
I mean, that's all. I think Agatha was looking like you
Agatha
gave her the
steals all
book.
of
I
it.
think she was looking for more like paper and like books and notes and like that kind of stuff. So seeing all this stuff, she's just like, okay, yeah, this makes sense. Like the symbol, like I think she'll try and sort of remember it to like write in her own notebook. But other than that, it's just kind of like, oh, all right.
Wayne, just make us feel so much worse about distrusting your shadiness. Just do it.
What I will say, what did you roll? 24, was it?
23.
Yeah, 23. Okay, so what I will say is it's more, one of the things you notice that you don't find is that you don't find sort of particularly substantial amounts of like rations or stuff like that. So for whatever reason, whether he's either able to kind of live off the animals out here or what, but you do find that he's not carrying a lot of that kind of stuff. But he does always have his bag of chunky milk.
Does
And that's pretty much it, apart from a couple of daggers and stuff like that.
Interesting.
Hiraeth, on your perception check,
Sorry.
you see there is the faintest. What was it? It was really good, wasn't it? It was like 20 something.
I rolled 19, so 24.
And was that at disadvantage? Yeah.
It was straight roll.
Because of the Ica.
Oh, because
because you took your LSD.
Mushrooms.
Yeah.
looking out at the horizon, you see this like it's so small, this little tiny bit of light on the horizon. So faint. It's tiny red glow where maybe a bit of sun is breaking through. And silhouetted in front of that light is this roiling mass that must be 50 feet tall. So far away, maybe half a mile away, but it lumbers across the horizon away from you.
Oh, good.
Away.
It's not spotted you, and you don't get a good look because it's so far away at what it is, but you see something that would be absolutely huge.
It's not small. It's very far away.
I think I just muttered to myself, God, I hope I'm hallucinating.
Cool, and your watch ends. Feel like Nevma's probably already awake, so she just sort of bids you good night. And
It was Kochi's watch next, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Or...
yeah,
Oh.
Yeah. So Koji will just sort of raise himself and head on over and just say to Agatha and Hiraeth, you want to get sleep? Yes, tomorrow is another long day, so it's good for sleep now.
Okay.
All right.
Okay,
Please
Hiraeth,
say-
your eyes are large. You okay?
Yeah,
Okay, good.
fine. And I just sort of like slump down and just try and get some sleep.
Koji's just going to kind of stoke the fire a little bit and then just kind of do a bit of a perimeter walk and keep checking.
Nevma like goes up to Hiraeth and before he's like settling down, and she just like wraps her arms around his waist, probably where she comes up to. I'm sorry, I'm being a bitch. I don't mean to be.
No,
Yeah,
it's
to Hiraeth, sorry. Kind of like I don't know, you don't deserve it, basically. You're out here doing your fucking really good stuff, and you're in your fucking element, and
I think I just sort of lean down, give her a kiss on the head, and just say, I probably do deserve it.
don't do that.
It's fine. I'm still mildly high. Just sort of say,
Don't go to bed yet. Keep talking to me, yeah? What?
Just never do that thing where she's like, make eye contact, keep making eye contact.
I don't know who I am anymore, but I'm figuring it out. Figuring it out.
No, seriously, figuring is a weird word, so just don't worry about it and sleep well, yeah?
You too.
Yeah. Okay.
Not yet.
I'm
Not
gonna
yet.
catch up with Koji because he's like doing a little walk.
Good night.
and you two fall asleep. And
Can I just say it's not going to be fun with Hiraeth with a come down tomorrow?
and here is what happens next.
You all die.
Rocks fall.
The three of you wake, and you immediately smell something acrid, and you feel a breeze. Agatha, you look up. The hut is gone. Sunny, Koji is standing over you. You all feel quite groggy.
Wake up! You must wake up now. You must wake up. You must wake up. And he's shaking Sunny. You have to wake up.
What's happened? Where's
We have
Never?
to wake. We have to move now. We have to follow them. They have her. They came and took her. We have to follow. We have to follow now before they get.
Okay, we go.
It
now.
takes a second and like your
we have to
arms
go.
feel a bit numb as you're trying to like wake yourself up, and you realize that you're feeling quite sluggish. Like your arms aren't responding, your legs aren't responding in the way that you would want to with news like that.
Okay, just here, have water, and I'm gonna grab my water skin and give it and you can see Koji is freaked out and doesn't know who to give it to first. But he's like, "You must have the water; it will make you feel better."
What direction did they go?
They went that direction. I can track them, but we
Who?
must move. They came and took him. There were four, maybe others and more, but they came and they threw things, and you were all asleep because they threw the potion and they dispelled the hut, and then they took her and they have her now. So we have to follow. We have to go now before they get too far, because if they get too far, then we won't.
We're going now. Everyone up. And Sunny's like already. Lydia, am I effectively poisoned? Like, is this flavor text?
You're now shrugging off the effects of something.
Okay.
So you're not mechanically anything at all.
Cool. So I don't need to. Sunny.
Just flavor.
Sunny is. We moving. We're going.
Okay, we have to.
You're like rolling up your mats. You're trying to stuff that sleeping bag back into the tiny little sack.
We have to go. They can't. They cannot. They can't get too far. We must go.
I'm leaving the sleeping bag. We're going.
Okay.
Who are they? What did they look like?
They all look the same. They all have the same uniform. I know. They have taken her. We have to get her.
We're going.
They can't take her back. We have
You're
to get
moving.
her.
You are moving.
We have to get
Yeah,
her.
we're walking and talking. Human? What are we talking?
No,
Vampire.
they're not all human. They're not. They're from him. They came from him, and they have her now. So we have
Who's
to
him?
get
Who's
Can I
him?
put my dagger up at Koji?
from him. They came from, and he's just going to kind of stand back and just. You can see he's just kind of mumbling to himself rather than saying anything to you at the moment.
You know him.
Yes.
Right,
Yes,
we
I
can
know.
walk and do this. Like, we literally
Yeah.
don't have time.
Well, go. But like,
I don't know where I'm
You
going.
you have the dagger to my throat.
Put the knife down. We're walking. Koji, move.
Okay. Okay. And he just starts walking, and you can see there are some tracks to follow that are still there. So.
Right.
And what you
Walk
do
and talk.
notice in some of the tracks is that there is sort of a little bit of blood in the tracks.
Right. Okay, let's go.
All right, let's have a advantage survival check from Koji. Anyone else that wants to join in a survival check as well? Tell me how you're moving. Is it fast? Is it stealthy? What is it?
I mean, look, Sunny's in
fast,
charge.
Yeah.
Fast,
I'd take
it's
Sunny's
fast.
lead.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I think Koji would probably have not. He's probably beyond caution right now. He's in full panic. So
I think you start to like you run. You're running it. You're
Yeah.
walking.
it was a good roll. My roll was 24.
Oh, amazing.
Mine was also 24.
That makes sense. What else? you got?
Mine was genuinely also 24.
Oh my god!
Agatha.
Mine was 8. Which
That
makes sense.
I feel like you're walking, but you're like running behind Koji with like the knife in
Yeah.
your back, going.
she is like trying to have a conversation, but it's also like Sunny's always like, shh, we just gotta go.
Sunny's casting message every time they get a new cardinal direction, looking for Pnevma.
Okay. You're not getting anything back.
I don't imagine it will.
Yeah.
I'd have to be so lucky to like, woo, like just like, straight up guess.
You like run for maybe half an hour, and you come across you're like following the tracks and the little spills of blood, and then you come across a body running up to this male humanoid figure. It is a pale individual with dark hair and a slit throat.
I think as soon as I get within view and I can see kind of what they look like and what they're wearing, I think for the first time you see that Koji actually kind of stops and backs up a little bit and looks genuinely like freaked out. He's completely just freaked out and doesn't want to go closer.
I think I put a hand on Koji's shoulder and I say, look, I can't understand what you're going through right now, but I think now, out of any time, is a time to be transparent. Please, if you know anything about what this is and who has our friend, please tell us.
Look, you can see. Look what they're
Koji?
wearing. Look what they're wearing.
Can I investigate the body?
Yeah, roll investigation.
19.
This is some very good tailoring. Very beautiful, like black tailored coat and a crest on the pocket of the coat. Very, very intricate patterns around it. And it has the word Galvasol across it. Yeah, this individual, if you pull the mouth down, thanks.
Okay.
You start running again.
1 second.
I want to take this coat, or like.
Yeah. Pull the coat off. Yeah.
I think I haven't stopped looking at Koji, and I just say, you know them. How?
I know them. I know him. I know because they killed me. Because they killed me. I know that's why I know, and I know that they if they get too far, if they get back to where he comes from, it will be too late. We have to get them before they get to get back to the Shadowfell. We have to find them first.
Yeah, my hand is on one shoulder, my hand is on the other shoulder now, and I just say, it's okay. It's okay,
No,
we'll find them.
It's not okay.
We'll find them. We'll find them.
They cannot take her back. We have to go.
Absolutely,
We're
let's
moving,
go.
We're going.
I'm gonna have Mr. Fay go off to try and help track and spot anything on the horizon and stuff.
Okay. I feel like Nikki's been brewing something.
Yeah.
What you brewed?
Nah.
No.
Are you thinking of
I
anything?
did a weird thing, and I took a spell that wasn't a sunny spell, and then
Now you regret it.
no, I'm
You took
just
it out.
annoyed. Vampires are undead, aren't they?
Yeah.
So speak with dead doesn't work.
Yeah, you couldn't. It needs to be on a.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Oh, it doesn't work with vampires.
If they were undead before they died, it doesn't work.
Oh, I didn't know that.
That's just
Shit.
regular talking.
I tell you one thing I think I am gonna do. I think Agatha is also like really stressed out and panicking. Obviously, this is like her best friend. She tells Sunny's like panicking, her girlfriend. Like, we all love Pnevma, and even like Koji's like reacting a bad way. And I know it's like a weird spell. Some people don't love it, but I'm just gonna do calm emotions, and Agatha's just gonna speak through, and it's like, right, we need clear heads. This is a place of survival, so we need to survive. So we just need to take a deep breath. We're gonna get our friend back, and we're gonna kill that motherfucker. All right?
Let's go.
Okay.
Nice.
Sunny?
I think that is a good place to stop.
Yeah. I have a thing.
In it?
And
Say it.
Immediately. Do you want me to say it?
Yeah, say it. Say it. So we remember it for next time.
I'm going to cast Sending.
Okay.
But
Well,
I anticipated the ending, so I didn't want to... Yeah.
Wow.
I just want to say, 1, actively said, do you reckon we're going to run into your dad and his people? And 2, you were being so fucking weird about me wanting the last watch with Pnevma. Fuck you. I know you, Lydia. I know your shit. I'm in there.
Yeah.
I know this world. I'm fucking all up in it.
Yeah.
Well done,
Don't
guys.
make us go back to the Shadowfell, Lydia.
No, God, Lydia. You just got out.
Just pop into the Shadowfell and miss your entire education.
Kai's gonna be 60 when we come out. What are we gonna do then?
Also, really, Koji going to Scared is horrible, and I really hate it. Excellently done, Wayne. Horrible to experience.
Really good. Thank you so much, Wayne. Yeah, one set of like, essentially the message they were talking about was one set of safety tools of like making sure that everybody's okay with maybe not being kind to a guest on our channel, giving my players permission and letting Wayne know, hey, if somebody's mean to you, we love you, but the characters might be angry with Koji and feelings are important. But the players were immediately like, fucking ominous, right?
I mean, it is kind of ominous.
Yeah.
I mean, I think I said it last week, after last week's session. I was like, I feel like Koji knows who Pnevma is, or like there is something, and Agatha's always had that in the back of her mind of like, I remember you said your like dad is like after you or whatever, so I'm just gonna mistrust anyone who asks too many questions about Pnevma, so that's why she was a bit sneaky.
Boyski, boyski. Oiski, boyski.
Wayne, I'm glad I don't have to kill your character.
Yeah, thanks.
Great job, guys. We'll pick this up here next time.
Horrible. Yeah, thanks everyone. Thank you so much, Dutch Dungeons, for raiding. I know that they've gone to go and do their thing. Nightmare Dragon, Jeff Jill, I'm so sorry if that's wrong, and Data Nox, thank you very much for following. Those of you who have all been watching, you know,
Can I quote Sunny from earlier in the game?
Yeah.
To Pnevma.
Yeah.
Don't worry, you're not going anywhere without me.
Oh God.
Aokil, thank you so much for returning. We love you all so much, and we'll be back next week. Fuck you. Not Jack, Lydia and Wayne. You get a stray there, Wayne. Jesus Christ. Some other heroes this Sunday.
Yep.
This next Sunday you're out and about. Yeah, some other heroes on Sunday. You can see more of Wayne. Being an adorable character, not this kind of cagey asshole.
I love Koji. I
do too.
I was distrustful of Koji. I do love Koji. Koji was one of my favorites.
I love Koji.
Don't say was. Great. He's still here, and he fucking better. he wants to fucking nut up and help.
You're fixing it.
Right.
Wayne, you can't leave until Pnevma's back.
Check us out on YouTube. Some of the heroes are also on YouTube if you want to get caught up. If you're struggling for actual plays right now, that's where to go. And those of you on YouTube, thank you so much. We love you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.